Hello. Welcome to Paul's Beer Reviews. Something a little bit different today. Everyone's used to the low pub live that we do on a Saturday afternoon. But it's a cup final day, and my boys are in a cup final. We don't get there very often. So I thought I'd do a watch along thing. They're all the rage at the moment, so I thought I'd do a live stream. Anyone who's watching the football, we can watch it along together. Hopefully you're watching it if you're bothered. If you're watching the football, I'm going to sit and have a couple of beers. I thought we'd have a chat about the football and anything else that you want to chat about whilst we've got the game on in the background. We still got about half hour till kickoff. I know the lineups are in. So first of all, let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. If you're having a beer, how are we all? We've got Oliver. He says, come on, City. It's the first day of the afternoon. Steve says, up the Spurs. He says, be watching on my computer, unfortunately. It won't be able to tune in. That's all right, mate. That's all right. Let me sort that out. There we go. Boris Sobieski says, brave move, Paul. I hope Abby's with you for emotional support. Unfortunately not. She's at work, but she won't be too long. Matt says, this afternoon, all. She's being a Northern lad. We'll be supporting City on the Hofmeister Bavarian Hells. Very nice. Very nice. Great choice. I'm on a Cloudwater beer at the moment from Tesco. Scouse Allen says, be good this, Paul. Top man, thanks for getting involved, Alan. Jimmy says, I didn't fall face down in the puddle last night, but I did wake up in my clothes with bloodshot eyes. Oof, that doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Anyone else hanging from yesterday? I was on quite late with John and Mike from Texas last night. Rich says, I'll be watching the footy with mince and mash and a Budweiser. Mince, mash and a Budweiser. That's not bad, is it? That's not a bad lineup for a match day. Not bad at all. I'm just chilling. Did anyone watch that Leeds United Man United game? I've just watched that. Bloody awful. Finished goalless. Leeds Man United 0-0. Absolutely awful game of football. Need a decent game now. Scott Wandala, mate. How you doing? It says, as a Pompey fan, who do I support? You support Spurs, for Christ's sake. Simple. Scouse Allen will be tough for Spurs, but I think they'll win. Blimey, I don't. It will be a tough game. I've got no expectations for this one, really. I'll go into it. I think it's a free hit for Spurs, personally. Rich says, I'll be supporting Spurs, obviously. Us from the North East. I don't like Manchester teams. Good man. Phil says, ouch, lol. Jimmy, I've recovered. I had to drink about 10 pints of water. Yeah, it's got to be done. Got to be done. I've had worse, beer and more. Unfortunately not working 2 week back-to-back. Never drunk so much. Beck's Blue. Oh, blimey on the non-alcoholic stuff. It's got to be done sometimes. It's got to be done. Sobieski, I say you were there, weren't you? You're at Wembley, only a mile from the stadium, currently drinking tea. Nice. Scout says, knock them down a peg or two, Spurs win. It will shut a lot of people up if Spurs were to win a cup. It's been so bloody long. The jokes do get boring. They do get boring. But that's what being a Spurs fan is all about. It's the faith, it's the dreaming that kills you, you know. Rich is on a cup of rosy for now. Fair play. How's everyone's Sunday been? What did you get up to last night? Did any of you tune into the live we did on John's last night with Mike, Drunk Texan? That was funny. I had a good laugh there last night. I was shattered. Because Mike's American, he's a lightweight. He can't last much longer. Excuse me. Goldrake says, just chuck Ben Foster in goal. Ben Foster. I heard every time Spurs played against Ben Foster, he always seemed to have an absolute worldie. Always pulled off a ridiculous amount of saves. Alan says, I think Spurs have a decent team, to be fair. On their day, they're pretty decent. There's some good players there. Defence is a bit dodgy, but Rich says, I love Harry Kane. He's the greatest player in the Premier League. And he starts. There are a lot of questions over his fitness, but he's in the starting lineup, so that makes it a bit interesting. Scouse is roasting in the garden with a cold one. Sounds beautiful. Another lovely day, isn't it? Another lovely day. A bit breezy today, though. A bit breezy. I was out working this morning, and it really was a bit chilly this morning. Goldrake, super Foster. Goldrake, no idea about football. He's just got back from church. Good lad. Scott says, lovely day. It's staggeringly good. And South Sea Brewing. Was that yesterday? Yesterday you went out, Scott. Staggeringly good. How was it, mate? How was it? Richard's going 3-2 to Spurs. Whew. I don't think I can handle a 3-2 to Spurs. Blimey. I'll be pulling my beard out. I was about to say hair, but I ain't really got much on my head. So basically, started watching the live stream and then realised I was hammered, so I went to bed. I had to stop. I had some dinner. I had some grub. The missus got in from work and I had some grub. And that's like the worst thing I could have done is stop drinking, eat some food, and then start drinking again. I was just struggling to put anything else away. It was just uncomfortable. It was just uncomfortable. But no, it was nice chatting with Mike from Texas. He's a nice guy, funny guy. So it was live stream central yesterday, and now we're doing another one. What am I doing to myself? It wasn't my idea, this either. This was definitely down to John. He says you need to do it, so I thought, I'll go on in. It was either that sitting here at home watching the football, because none of the pubs that are open around my way, you can't actually get into the pub to watch the football, can you? So it's probably the first time I've ever sat and watched a cup final, at least definitely a Spurs Cup final at home on me Todd. It's odd times. Odd times. Go Drake, get liking, guys. Yeah, man, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. You're a good man, Paul, my friend, and doing this for people. Yeah, like to say, if I'm going to sit here on me Todd, watch it, I might as well be chatting to people, right? So right now we're having a chat. It's almost odd that it's happening, but it's good. Yes, mate. Awesome to be back. Last time we were there was 3 days before the first lockdown. Eerie and scary. Being back yesterday was just fantastic. Yeah, you can't beat it, can you? You can't beat it. That first proper pint. It's a good feeling, isn't it? It is a good feeling. So he's asking, he's got a Wonders. Did Wonders survive that wicked Slurpee? A wicked Slurpee. Alan says, we all enjoy the lives. I know I don't comment much, but I'm always in the background and give you a like. Top man, Alan. Appreciate that. Appreciate it, buddy. Jimmy says, I missed John's live. Done my usual drink thing and started playing loud music. Good man. Good man. That's the only thing with YouTube, isn't it? Really want to play guitar. Really want to play music after a few beers, don't you? You want to get the music pumping out. Neighbours weren't happy. They should come to expect it, shouldn't they, Jimmy? If they know you. Slurpee was made from the Chewy record that exploded. 8.5%. Oof, dangerous. Blimey. How many of those does she have? Just the one. Joel, hello, mate. No beer today. Drunk a few last night. Had an Adnams Ghost Ship, Hobgoblin Imperial Ruby Ale, Boss Brewing Seriously Silky Stout. All new beers for me and really enjoyable. Yeah, Adnams Ghost Ship. I do like Hobgoblin. I still quite like as well. I don't think I've had the. I don't think I've had the Boss Brewing one. I had their peanut butter one, which was odd. Really odd beer. Matt Smith, next drink is either a double or a triple. Ooh, get the triple down, your son. Get it done. Get it done. Get yourself warmed up. Go for the triple. Let's just make sure I'm on the right channel here. Here we go. Well, Sky Sports Premier League, watching the Leeds game. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, go for the triple IPA, Matt. Go for it, mate. Get it down the hatch. Godjack, no beer for me today. He's having a chill Sunday. Fair play. I'm only having a couple. I ain't doing a session. It's bad enough this morning. Scott, we ended up sharing. Otherwise, you would be dead. Love it. When's her birthday, Scott? I know you're doing a live at 5:30. It's a pre-birthday thing, right? Pre-Wander's birthday party thing. That should be a good laugh. Oliver is on the Sierra Nevadas, 2 4 cans, tenner. Nice. What one did you get? Did you get the pale ales or did you get the California IPA or what? I love all Sierra Nevada beers; they're all great. Good beer. The Boss Seriously Silky Stout. I normally don't like stouts. I have to look out for that one. I do like a good stout. Gerben. Am I saying you're all right? Make a video for the Dutch beer, Hertog Jan. I've never had it. I'd love to do a review of that. I need to get my hands on it. I'll have to get my hands on that one. I would happily do that one, mate. Definitely. Andy Higgins, hello. All right, mate. Enjoying the crombacker in the sun. Good lad. As a Liverpool fan, I hope Tottenham get a win. Good man. Got another Spurs fan on board. Loving this. Scass Allen wonders, well, hello, buddy. You good? Scott says, Tuesday. She's going to be 40 on Tuesday, but she don't look a day over 38. You're a charmer, Scott. You're a charmer, aren't you? God, that is juicy. It's another one of these Cloudwater ones that went in Tesco last week. That is juicy. That's their double dry hot pale, 5%. Really, really juicy. I like the. We went through the box. If you watched yesterday, we went through the box of the collaboration brews. They were really good. Some really good beers in there. Joel says Scott's a good liar. Lol. Scott said, cheers, Alan. Alan says, I see they've got a few fans in the stadium today. Yeah, is it 8,000 in there? 10,000, something like that? I think that both clubs have got 2,000 each. And then I think the rest of them are going to like local communities and NHS staff and things like that. So it's, yeah, using it as a bit of an experiment, aren't they? But we'll see how it goes. Goldjake, West Bromwich Albion to join the Super League. Why not? They can go for it. As long as my club ain't there, I don't mind. Scott says she ain't watching, so he's been Wander's not in the room, so he can say what he wants now. I love it. Lawsbury, John, how are you, mate? He says, hello, lovely people. How are you, buddy? I hope you're well. Joel says, just saw Simon's review of the new Cloudwater beers. He said they're just rip-off of Hazy Jane's. Yeah, I think I saw that. I saw the title. He uploads really early in the morning, doesn't he? I was up early this morning for work, and he'd already put them up. Yeah, that's what he said, didn't he? What ones did he review? Did he review this one? Did he review that one, the double dry hot pale? I can't remember which ones he reviewed now. I mean, that is really juicy. Cloudy as you like. It's Cloudwater. But really, really juicy. Really juicy, really hoppy. It's not bad. John says, hi, hello, Scott Wonder. Rich says, I did some more training this morning in the sun. It's lovely. Perfect day for it, mate. Alan, City would struggle to sell 2,000 tickets. Yeah. It does seem no matter what game, does it? Manchester City Stadium, there's always empty seats there, isn't it? Etihad, forgot the name of it. John says, hi, Gold Drake. Scar Alan, hello to John. We're also talking to each other, which is lovely. Scott says, shh, she's coming. Got to behave yourself now. Scott says hello to John. Gold Drake saying hello to Lord's Brewing. Rich says, John, oi, oi, Beardy Savaloy. Love it. Gerben says, your favourite player from the Spurs and Manchester City? Oof, blimey. As a Spurs fan, I'm a bit biased. I mean, I'm a massive Harry Kane fan. I think he's superb. And if there's one player that I'd love for the Manchester City side at Tottenham, it'd be Kevin De Bruyne. That man's superb. Credible player. So, yeah, Kane and De Bruyne are on the same team. That would be naughty. That would be dangerous. What about you, Gerben? Lord says, hi, Joel Morris, Gas Allen, blind man. He's talking to everyone, which is good. I don't get that. Nothing like Hazy Jane. I can't remember the last time I had Hazy Jane. I think it's something I've kind of blocked from my memory. A bit like most Brewdog beers. I just find them really forgettable. Phil Smith, oi, oi, handsome. Alan, here's to a great Sunday, lads. Yeah, relax. Have a beer, have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, squash, whatever you fancy. Let's just chill, relax, watch the football. Who's actually got the football on in front of them? Like I say, I'm going to be chatting to you as much as I can, but I might get a little bit distracted when they kick off. But I'm looking forward to it. I've never done nothing like this before. So, yeah, football kicks off at 12:30, John. So we've got another 15 minutes or so yet. Jim says, how was Caitlin this morning, Phil? That one went on, didn't it? That gag, that was funny. We're taking Caitlin Jenner out for a lash up just to see how she gets on. It'd be funny. Kid Goblin Imperial Ruby is superb, says Joel. Yeah, I still enjoy it. I know a lot of people say it's not as good as it once was. But yeah, I still find it enjoyable when I have it. Still partial. Oliver, drinking the Cali IPA, and then on to the Northern Monk Eternal, proper Sydney session. The Cali, that's Tiny Rebel, isn't it, that one? That's quite a good beer, that Cali Pale Ale. It's one of the few Tiny Rebel ones that I quite enjoy. Jack Howard, oi oi! Hello, Jack, how are you, fella? Lord's Brewing, hi, Phil and Jimmy. Phil Smith, Caitlin is still sleeping it off, Jimmy. What did you do to her, Phil? Lord says, hey up, Jack. Hey up, Jack. Rich says, Spurs, Kane, Man City, De Bruyne. Easy, great to, yeah. Proper players. Jimmy says, lazy mare. Gold Drake says, Caitlyn Jenner built like a Citra Picasso, but can also drink like one. Love it. Jack says, oh, John, you legend, how are you, mate? Blimey. Hello, John. Watching the Burnley game, Chris Wood is a beast. He scored a hat-trick, didn't he? Away at Wolves this afternoon. Someone read a stat. I reckon that's the first time somebody scored a hat-trick. I couldn't believe this. That someone scored a hat-trick away from home in a Premier League game since Michael Owen did it in something stupid like 1999 or something like that. I couldn't believe that. The first away hat-trick scored in the Premier League. Oh, no, was it the first away hat-trick scored in the first half? That might be what it was. That's probably why I couldn't believe it. He scored a hat-trick in one half, didn't he? Half-time, he'd scored all his goals already. Alan says, John, are you selling the Roy again? The Roy. Phil Smith, he's going to be watching the game. Good stuff. Rich says, drunk text in his canny. Like a good bloke. Yeah, he does seem like a good guy, doesn't he? Does seem like a good bloke. Davey Carr, hello, mate. Having a brew by numbers 55. Looking forward to the Rangers game later. The double is on. Good luck to Spurs. Thank you, Dave. Good luck to Rangers. Watching the footy. My dad is a huge City fan because he's from Stockport. I support my local team, Norwich. Oh, congratulations on promotion. Do you watch a lot of the games? Do you watch a lot of the Norwich games? If so, what do you think of Oliver Skipp? He's a lot of people have been calling for him to recall him early and get him in the team. He does look a good player. Joel, Caitlyn Jenner has a YouTube channel. Does she really? I hope she does lives. We'll go on there and abuse it. John says, as a football expert, I'm predicting that one of the teams will win. Insightful, John, as ever. Proper analysis. We love it. Gold Drake, you've never watched a football game. How have you never watched a football game? I find that baffling. Caitlin is starting setting back for Spurs. Petter Sanchez, yeah. He's probably do a better job than Davison as well, to be fair. He's not the best, is he? Law says, Scarson, yep, they're still doing the Roy. Jimmy, good prediction. I'll get down the betting shop. That's it. John's just giving us an exclusive. If you're going to do a bet, do it now. Someone will win this game. Someone will win it. Did you think my hands were good on that heavy bag? They look pretty sharp, Richie. They look fast, mate. I'll give you that, son. Joel says it's going to be a hard game for Spurs. It certainly will. It doesn't get harder, does it, really? Manchester City. If they win this, it'll be the fourth year in a row they've won it. It's just dominance, isn't it, really? Come on, Spurs. Cheers, Don. I'll put in an order at midnight once I've been paid. Good lad. Going to be hard for Spurs, but the new manager bounce will help. I hope so. I think that this time last week, when Jose was still in charge, I was talking about it with a few other Spurs fans, and people were talking about it then. And I said I didn't give us a hope in hell. And then, obviously, the following day, Jose got fired. And then since then, I've been a little bit more optimistic about it. I just expect us to at least have a go. I expect us to have a go at City today, which last week I didn't think we would. I think we'd just sit back and wait for City to tear us to pieces. But got to go at them. Got to go at them. Give them a game. We should all comment on Caitlin's channel, asking him for a lash up. Yeah, Skip is good. Be lucky to have him till January, but think he will go. Yeah, I'll be interested to see that because obviously now we've got new management and we don't know who's going to be in charge come the beginning of next season. Whether they'll fancy him, but he does look a good player. John, I wonder if Kane will dummy kick the ball with his foot and then slip it to the right. John says, Scott, wonder how was Staggeringly good? Tap, have you been to any others? Also says, who's Kane? He says, thank you, Scouse. Joel Morris says, Caitlin Jenner would probably drink most of us under. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Caleb, hello, mate. He says, I'm an Arsenal fan. I like Harry Kane, to be fair. All the best today, though. I hope City win. I bet you do. I bet you do. You can never support the enemy. You can never support the enemy. Yeah, they've got some fans in there. They've all got them on one side of the stadium, either side of the tunnel. Gazan says, John, if I put an order in, can I send a few cans to someone else's on the same order? As a question. Cue ball, Dana, mate. What are you drinking? I am drinking the Cloudwater Double Dry Hot Pale, the 5% one. This is available in Tesco as of last Monday, and it's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, there's the can, red and silver, Double Dry Hot Pale, £3 a can in Tesco. That one, worth a go. What about you? You drinking Cue ball? Jimmy says, Joel, I bet Caitlin met a match in Trilby Field last night. Trilby Field is a machine. I don't think anyone could beat Trilby Field. Rich says, we're going to watch it, but I know Spurs will win. They deserve it. I admire your confidence. I admire your confidence. I've had Spurs tear my heart out of my bum hole so many times over the years. I don't go into any Spurs games with any anticipation, other than being let down, but it'd be nice. It'd be a beautiful thing. It'd be a beautiful thing. They're playing highlights of the running now. Sky Sound, you have to set them up as separate orders. Okay. Joel, highly recommend Tenby Brewing, Tenby Harbour Brewing Company, and Driftwood Spars Brewery in Cornwall. Well worth getting their beers. Will not be disappointed. I love Cornwall. Love Cornwall. Spars Brewery in Cornwall. I will make a note of that. Have you had anything from Celtic, Joel? Have you had their stuff? They're in Truro in Cornwall. Really good beers. Celtic Brewery, spelt with a K. It's a Keltk, I think it is. Celtic Brewery. They're worth looking at if you've not had anything from them. Oliver, my girlfriend watches the Kardashians. I've just been told Caitlin has had the snip and then some. I'm assuming she's had all the work done. Just getting for a beer 52 case, Belgian selection. Nice. One tasted like Solero. That actually sounds quite tasty. Got a shot here of the fans, City fans in there, Spurs fans in there. That's good to see. Scar says, John, no problem. I'll sort it later. Thank you, mate. There you go. John's getting an order. Beautiful. Players are in the tunnel. Harry Kane there, leading them out. Got Spurs are coming out first. On the pitch, led by Ryan Mason. Go on, son. 29 years old, Ryan Mason, youngest coach in Premier League history. Be great. It'd be a great story. They've got fireworks and things going off already. They haven't even kicked off yet. Blimey. Scarsan says, I really hope City don't win. Do you know what? I've never had so many people say that to me. Like people just from other clubs saying, I actually hope Spurs win. I think people are just getting a bit bored of it, aren't they? Seeing City win everything. The fact that this could be the 4th year in a row that they won this trophy. It's not right. It's not right. Anyone watched The Wire? Currently on season 3. Really enjoy. I've never watched The Wire. No, I think I watched a few episodes from the first season, but never went back to it. I've only heard good things of it, but I've never actually proper sat down and binged it. Joel Morris says, can see Ryan Mason getting the job. I'd love to see Ryan Mason get the job. I'd love to but the only way he gets the job if he impresses. You know, he's got until the end of the season, right? So he's interim manager until the end of the season, and the only way he gets that job is if he does something pretty outstanding. If the team really pull it out of the bag for the next month or so. If we win this and finish top 4, I don't see why he wouldn't be in the reckoning. Because I think apart from Ryan, we're talking about Nagelsmann at RB Leipzig. He's probably the most in-demand young coach in the world right now. And the other one linked is Brendan Rodgers, of course, at Leicester. But I don't see why he'd want to leave Leicester right now. I think he's got a good thing going on there. Alan says, I know I'm a Scouser, but I have friends who support Spurs. Nice. Liverpool fans and Spurs fans generally, I think I've always got on. I've been to Anfield. I've been to watch Spurs at Anfield. And there was a good banter going on between the Liverpool Spurs fans. There was nothing nasty about it. It was always a good laugh. And I know people who went to Madrid for the Champions League final a couple of years back, and they said it was brilliant, like the banter and camaraderie between the Liverpool and Spurs fans. So, yeah, there's obviously got a bit of a connection there. Paul, you should watch it. If you like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, you'll like The Wire. So I did like Sopranos. I've seen of it. Breaking Bad, I couldn't get on with Breaking Bad. Tried it, and it just I kept losing me focus on it. Right, so the teams are out. Man City starting lineup. We have got Zach Steffen in goal. Who the hell's he? American Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, and João Cancelo. The back four. Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho, and Gundogan in midfield. De Bruyne and Fernandinho, I'm a big fan of his. He's a good player. And up top, they've gone for Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling, and Phil Foden. So they haven't actually got a recognised striker up top. Okay. That means Tottenham's midfield are going to have to be on it because they're not going to be playing long balls. Tottenham, Hugo Lloris in goal, of course. Sergio Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer, Reguilon, left back four. Harry Winks is back in the side. That's a bit of an odd one. He's in midfield with Højbjerg. And we've also got Lo Celso in midfield. Lucas Moura, Heung-min Son, and Big Harry Kane up top. Got to attack them. I'm no City fan, but I love how Pep's teams play. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Pay for Sky Sports just to watch his bastard team. Incredible football. But he does get his teams playing fantastic football, doesn't he, Pep? Hell of a coach. The Wire's a great series, though I need to have the subtitles on to understand what they're saying. City can win the league, FA, League Cup. Don't do well in the Champions League. They're still in it, though, aren't they? They're in the semis this year. Is that like the furthest they've got in it? Alan says, hope the day ends well for you, Paul. It'd be lovely. We're well overdue, man. We're due a cup. So why not today? Excuse me. Law says, please like and subscribe. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Oliver, Line of Duty. I've never watched Line of Duty. Everyone's on about Line of Duty at the moment, aren't they? Everyone's on about it. Hello, mate. Helash Baku. I spoke to you last week, didn't we? What are you drinking? I'm on a Cloudwater double dry hot pale at the moment. And it's all right. What are you drinking? Are you drinking? Stefan is the American number one. Is he really? The City play better with a false nine. They keep the ball on the deck, don't they? Kevin's in. Hello. They're not showing the match until another half hour here. Now, we're just about to kick off. All the players are on the pitch. Man City looks like they're going to kick us off. City in their traditional blue strip. Spurs in their third kit, the green one. Come on, Spurs. Traditional club just like us. Yeah, mate. So I've got a soft spot for Everton. Son's praying already. Need a big game from you, mate. You've been shit lately. Line of Duty will be my next watch once I finish The Wire. Zach Steffen is the second choice keeper. Why he's playing today? Where's Lloris? Lloris is in. Lloris is in the sticks for Spurs. I'm not sure why Steffen's playing for City though. Bit of an odd one, but I know I joke with you about hating Scousers, mate, but it's just like high banter. Yeah, of course it is, mate. Of course it is. That's how we roll. Line of Duty, watch along. That'll be the next one. I've got to go back from the beginning. And they've done about 5 seasons already or something, haven't they? The trip was going down the tree. Zagreb by vocation. Ooh. And yes, get Line of Duty watched. I'll have to check it out. Is the Cloudwater worth the purchase of Tesco, Paul? I think they're all right. I had the yellow one. I can't remember what it was now. Was it a pale ale? That one wasn't very great. That was a bit boring. And we're off. City with the kick-off. Carabao Cup Final. Here we go. Come on, you Spurs. Straight in. Right. I think if you don't get the standard Cloudwater beers, get the collaboration box at least. That's really good. We were drinking them yesterday on the live stream with John, and I think we both agreed they were good, really good beers. Yeah. You can see City already high press, how intense they are on getting the ball back. If Hoyd. Line of duty is about bent coppers. Wayne Rooney in defence. Leeds drew 0-0. That was a horrible game. I watched that before this. It was garbage. Garbage. You look at Spurs squad, including bench. It must be one of the strongest depth-wise. Attacking-wise, midfield-wise, yeah, we seem to have a lot of options. But defensively, I just think we're really weak. Just we need to sign like 2 centre-halves for this squad. Sterling's falling over. Early free kick for City. Standard. They've all got massive NHS badges on their shirt for this. That's quite nice. Scout saying, is Klinsmann on the bench with Sol Campbell? What year is it? Riyad Mahrez on the ball, cutting inside from the right like he likes to do. City knocking the ball about 30 yards from Tottenham's goal at the moment. Ball in the mixer, over everyone. Sails out for a goal kick. We'll have that. Joel Morris, Eric Dyer is crap. I totally agree. Totally agree. He's not a centre half. Never has been. He's on the Northern Monk Coconut Kiwi Sour IPA. Oh, that sounds really, really interesting. He says it's lovely. Can't be bad. Not a fan of Dyer. Can't believe you let Vertonghen go. Yeah, Vertonghen was on his way out. I don't know why we didn't just offer him a new contract. I don't understand that either. Obviously, we weren't going to get any sell-on value for him, so why not just give him a new contract? He was better than Dyer all day long. If Hjorberg can drive Spurs on from midfield, like Caitlyn Jenner drives a car, you should be knocking City over. Love it. Love it. Son is a player I'd want at Liverpool. I'll tell you what, give us 100 million, you can have him. 100 million, you can have him. He'll make you a ton of money because he's like the biggest thing in North Korea. He's like David Beckham to them. He is their superstar. That was out, wasn't it? Yeah, all City early goings here at the moment. They're just trying to knock it out. It's another goal kick. Spurs is like Lucy Pinder, all front, no back. Yeah, about right. I was a fan of Son until he broke Gomez's leg. In all seriousness, it was a weird one, that, wasn't it? Down at Goodison, that was nasty. Still with though, still with Caitlyn Jenner. Love it. Phil says, "Wow, we get Sunday sesh too. It's a cup final, isn't it? It's a special occasion. Caitlyn Jenner can come and manage Spurs. City on attack. Sterling, big chances for City. Oh, referees ain't giving nothing. I hate it when Serge Aurier's near a defender in the penalty area. You just wait for him to give a foul away there. Spurs have got the free kick. What a goal from Kane. I'm watching it, Alan. Sorry, just a joke. Yeah, it's on in front of me, mate. Odds on Kane scoring a pen. I don't know. It depends what the odds are on us getting a pen, I suppose, because if you get it, Kane will score it. Oh, it's actually a good tackle, that. Bloody hell. Lovely touch from Kane there. Aurier's let it go out. Oh, God, he's awful. What are you cracking open if you win? That's a good question, actually. I've got bottles of champagne. Should open one of them, really. We need to get rid of them. Joel says VAR will fudge it up. She probably will, won't it? I can't stand that VAR. Cannot stand it. What does my head in is how they give calls on certain decisions, and then there'll be like a similar incident later on in the game, and they don't even look at it. There's no consistency with it. The idea is that thing was supposed to be helping eradicate mistakes, right? So that we don't miss things, and then It just doesn't. It just doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it. It's really odd, you know. Jackson Tumbleweed. We want to see you drink champers. If we win, I will pop over a bottle of champers. Half of me to say as a Hammers fan, but I don't want to have City have a chance for the treble. They're on for the lot, aren't they, at the moment? Another goal kick for Spurs. So Spurs look organised. Dare I say it? First 5 minutes, Spurs actually look like they're organised. They're doing this very deep thing, playing out from the back. There was literally 2 centre halves stood next to Lloris there. I don't like that tactic. Don't like it at all. Whatever happened to kicking it long? Playing out from the back. Reguilon keeps it in. Does well there. Come on, Spurs. You got to press. Got to advance with the ball. Knocking it around our own 18-yard box at the moment. City pressing really high. It's a recipe for disaster. Phils, what bloody channel are you watching, Paul? You're about 30 seconds behind me. Sky Sports main event. VAR is horrendous considering they're professional referees, making them look bad. It is. There's an oi oi. How many chances do we reckon Sterling will bottle today? All of them, hopefully. All of them. How far ahead of you are, me? I'm assuming it's all down to internet connection, is it? I thought my internet connection was pretty good. Stand him up, stand him up. Oh, you melt. Sterling in the penalty area. Oh, dear. It goes out for a goal kick. I can't believe Sergio Aurier fell for that. West Ham deserve to get Champions League. Liverpool fudged up yesterday. Don't deserve it. Hurts me to say. Liverpool are. I think it's just that they've struggled with the lack of a pre-season, didn't they? I think Liverpool this season they play such a high intensity, really physical game of football. I think not having that pre-season break has really hindered them. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of muscular injuries to their players, and I think it's cost them this season. Come on, Spurs, you've got to get a foothold on this. It's all City. Foden's in here. Again, City are all over us. Stand him up, stand him up. Spurs are back in numbers now. Think it in towards Foden. Oh, get in his face, Do not let him cut inside. Walker, back to Riyad Mahrez, bends one in. It's all City. All City. Sterling's missed another one. Phil Smith, hello mate, didn't see you there. You good? Match with VAR. VAR has destroyed football, definitely. That was part of the match day, discussing good, bad decisions after the game over a few points. Now your tone, that's awful, isn't it? That when you see them, they're like clearly level. And they're like, yeah, it's offside. It's like, well, it's not really, is he? You know? It was only a few years ago they brought in the whole benefit of the doubt to the striker thing, didn't they? That quickly went out the window. There's 1,000 fans at snooker today. No masks or social distancing. Blimey, it's interesting, isn't it? Any inside the news on why Mourinho was sacked before the final? Not really. All I know is it was purely a results-based decision. But I also understand that there was a lot of things he was falling out with players, and that the chairman had basically had enough of it. That's what I've heard. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any conspiracy to it. I just think we were playing awful football. The results weren't good enough, and it wasn't going to get any better because it's Jose Mourinho we're talking about. He's stubborn, isn't he? You know. He had to go. More badges on his shirts of the local scout group. They are covered, aren't they, now? They've got sponsors on the arms and all that now. The football shirts look weird. Sterling, like, I hate him. He's always got the ball in the 18-yard box. He's looking to get touched, and you can just see it. He's looking to get touched. Looking to throw himself on the deck, but he's so quick. Arsenal fans are still moaning about an offside VAR and a build-up to a penalty, which Ceballos died for. No wonder they wanted to join the ESL to try and stay relevant. Yeah, true. Arsenal fans can moan about anything. They can argue with themselves probably better than anyone else, Arsenal fans. Oh, come on, that's not fair. Bloody hell. Liverpool will be back in Europa League. It looks like it, doesn't it? Arsenal in the Super League's like me walking into the Crucible and putting 50 pence on the table. Love it. We've got too many injuries to hope for the Europa spot. I think West Ham should get it, man. It'd be great if they get it. They've had a bloody good season. Andy Higgins, definitely. Joel, definitely. Oh, Belly and Reggie. Corner City. Link. Anyone got a link for this? Like I say, I'm literally watching it on Sky. So there was masks at the snooker today. So there were masks. Fans and fans, there's no masking distance on the government test pilots. Phil Foden, such a talent. It needs to be. He does look a good player. Like I say, we're barely 10 minutes in, and Phil Foden already looks like he means it today. Spurs ain't got out their own half yet. First 10 minutes. Corner for City. Mahrez in swinger. It's deep. Lloris had to punch it away. Jesse Lingard's been he's a bit of cracking signing, isn't he? What a loan signing that is. Sterling is murdering that. Well done, Lucas. Well done, that man. Great defending. Beavertown Pites at New Stadium. What are your thoughts? Yeah, they're right. They're right. But I mean, I don't mind drinking a Heineken at Spurs, and the Amstel for that matter. Before we were shut, everything was clean, right? All the equipment was brand new, so the beers still tasted good. They still tasted fresh. So I had no complaints about it whatsoever. But yeah, having a Beavertown brew there is pretty sweet. They've got an IPA there called One of Our Own, which is brewed sort of in tribute to Harry Kane, and that was really good. They should make that one available like more readily. Oh, come on, Spurs. It's just City. Spurs have barely put 2 passes together so far. Awful. It's Ryan Mason, the fella who had to retire. Yep, that's him. Fractured his skull playing for Hull against Chelsea, and he was forced to retire, bless him. They say he's still only 29 now. It's crazy. It was crazy. But it was Pochettino that put him in the side. Came through the Tottenham Youth Academy. No one thought he was going to make anything of it. And Pochettino saw him train a few times and said, "That's it. I want him in the squad." You know. David Moyes is a good manager. He would have done good at United if he was given the time. My choice of next Tottenham manager, Paul. I think if I could choose, I'd probably go for Nagelsmann at Leipzig. I want someone who's playing progressive football. Someone who would be a long-term project coach, not just someone who's been there and done it and has their ways. You know, I'd like Spurs to kind of go back to their signing good young talent policy that they were doing a few years ago. I think we've kind of gone away from that last few years. I'd like Spurs to go back to that. Sign good quality young players, get some good scouting in, and get a proper good progressive coach, someone like Nagelsmann in. Or dare I say it, Brendan Rodgers. I quite like Brendan Rodgers. Everywhere he goes, he makes good football teams. Another corner for City. They've been relentless. De Bruyne with the in-swinger. And it goes. Got away at the first post there by Højbjerg. Nice and easy. Big shout out to Lords. Love his porter. Cranberry ale. Yeah, cracking beers. Both of those. Cracking beers. Joe, yes. Question is how much? The last game I went to was a League Cup final with the Villa. I can't believe how quick that year's gone, even though there's nothing to do. Strange, isn't it? John says, thank you. If Fulham go down, I think Scott Parker would be a good fit for Spurs. Yeah, his name's come up as well. I'm not sure if he's ready. I'm not sure if he's ready for that. I think that job might be a little bit too big for the guy. But then, I guess if it's good enough for Ryan Mason, perhaps it'd be good enough for Scott Parker. I think Fulham are a good side. I think he's set them up nicely. I mean, it looks like they're going to struggle to stay up, but yeah, no, he wouldn't be a bad shout. Another former Spurs player as well. Can't believe you ever sacked Pochettino. Always done a great job for us. Nearly 10 years. He's too negative against the big sides. Yeah, it's got to be progressive. You've got to be someone that goes at teams. You got to be with it. the game has passed coaches like Jose and that behind. He got exposed in the last 18 months at Spurs. It really was. Scotty Parker at West Ham. What a captain, player, and immense player, immense. Yeah. No spanner for Bradders. Absolutely disgraceful. Yeah. I know what you two are like, Jack and Bradders. You and your spanners. Spurs trying to knock it around at the back now. Spurs going long to Son. Son miscontrolled it because that's Son for you. Brilliant. Did I do score predictions? I don't know what score predictions are. I mean, at this rate, it's going to be an absolute dicking from City. I thought Spurs might have shown a little bit of something by now, but at the moment, we're just chasing shadows. Phil Foden with a lovely turn. Højbjerg takes him out. Any idea how much tickets were for the final? Nah, none at all. None at all. None at all. I know. I certainly didn't get a look in. I don't understand the fascination with people wanting Spanish. I just don't get it. I don't get it. If you want a spanner, Brad, do you even want a spanner? Are you asking if you want to be an admin? Do you want to be an admin? Are you fussed? I don't get the obsession. Are you an admin, Jack? Nigga's got a tenner on City, 5-1. But that's not bad odds, is it? I like seeing teams try to play out from the back. It's risky, but it's good watching the team try and play proper football. Yeah, I like to see a team playing proper football, but when it's clearly ain't working, it's like mix it up a little bit, you know. Come on, Spurs. Oh, a lovely touch of the Celso. Come on, hold it up. Oh, referee's all over him there. Thank you very much. Negan, the tickets were given to NHS staff and local community things and that as well around Wembley. Mark Goldbridge is watching it. Who's Mark Goldbridge? Who's he? Oh, I was going to say 5-1 on City. Blimey, good odds. What do the Spanners mean? MVQ mechanics? Yeah, should be. Should be. It certainly should be. Negan, we all want to play attacking football, but sometimes it's down to the players' ability. Exactly that. If they can't do it, then you shouldn't be doing it, you know. When you got Eric Dyer, who's being charged there with taking the ball out from a goalkeeper, you kind of think, oh, Christ, you know. So I think Eric Dyer's not a centre midfielder either. I don't even know what Eric Dyer is, to be honest with you. He's kind of like a half and half. He's not aware of what's going on around him a lot of the time. You can't put him in midfield because the game's moving too quick around him. And then you put him at centre half, all he needs is a striker who's got a little bit of wit and a bit of pace about him. Dyer just loses them all the time. We had a Man United game a couple of weeks ago, and Cavani, who's like 60 years old, was just skinning him off the ball. He never knew where he was. Dyer never knew where he was. Spurs on the attack. Aurier with the ball in. I thought Kane had that on his bunch in. Negan, Mark Goldbridge, ex-copper, who does the United stand for Man United. Ah, United fan, is he? Is he supporting Spurs? I imagine so. Hopefully Negan and the odd backhander for the powers that be. Even if it doesn't work, I just like seeing the effort. Look at Leeds. Leeds do play decent football. They held their own against United today. United were playing the sort of one-touch, intricate football now, but Leeds stood firm. So they were all right. Jack, nice one, mate. £5 super chat says, am I an admin? I am the admin. The admin. The original. You probably were the original admin, weren't you, Jackie boy? Cheers, mate. I still forgot Eric Dyer played for us with Mustafi in our youth team 10 years ago. He did. He was was he on loan at you, or was he actually on the books? Because we signed him from Sporting Lisbon. I can't remember how that worked. If he was actually on the books at you guys, or if it was like a loan thing or something. Who was that? Is that Alderweireld shooting? Blimey. Oliver says, where did you get the 5-1, Negan? I 1-2 on Sky Bet. Yeah, I think so. I think it was a Spurs bet. Cavani. Lol. Hell of a striker, though, isn't he still, Cavani? But yeah, that was worrying watching that. Eric Dyer never knew where he was. It was awful. Really, really bad defending. He looks lost. 5-1. 5-1 at Spurs. No idea why I wrote City. 5-1. Again, that's not too bad, is it really? It's not bad odds. Too many smaller teams as part of the bus, but I think they do better when they press. Yeah, I mean, look, we spoke about it earlier about Guardiola and the way he gets his teams to play and how intense they are when they don't have the ball. They just fight to get it back. And it's exactly what City are doing. Every time Spurs get possession, City are at them, trying to get it back. It looks like Spurs are just starting to pull their sleeves up a little bit here and have a go. They're starting to get the foothold in the game a bit now. The first 15 minutes was just straight up City. The original Spanner fanboy. He was on loan from Sporting Lisbon for 2 years. I'm not sure if you signed him after that. Yeah, I know we definitely had him from Lisbon, but I know he was with you lot for a little while. But ref, get a grip. Aurier's giving the ball away again. God, Spurs need a right back. As my Norwich fan, we need to get Max Aarons in at Spurs next season. What do you reckon of Max Aarons as a right back? Is he just a good wing back, or is he actually a good full back? Seems like most wing backs these days are the rage, but you want a good full back, you know. Negan, I got a pound on Fogan to score. Can feel it. The City have just got a free kick in quite a dangerous area here, just outside the box. Silly challenge from Lo Celso through the back of De Bruyne. He's always going to give that. 2-1 to Spurs is my prediction, even though I know naught about footy. Foden's a cracking player. Should definitely go to the Euros. Yeah, why not? Max Aarons. I've heard that you're in talks with Max Aarons. I've heard that Everton, there's a deal. Deal looks like it's on the cards there. City, Everton rather, looks like trying to get their business done. This is a horrible position for a free kick. Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, both over it. It's like I don't think De Bruyne could ask for a better position for a free kick right now. 25 yards out, slightly to the left. That Spurs wall's got to be big. This is dangerous. Winks looks out of his depth. He was, when he first came through, he was so good, Harry Winks. And he's just gone off the boil. I don't know if he could ever bring it back. But Ryan Mason obviously rates him because he came on against Southampton the other night, and now he's starting today in the cup final. Seems an odd one. I don't know where Ndombele is. Looks like De Bruyne is shaping up to take it. It is De Bruyne. He's hit the wall. Strong wall. Go on to Spurs. Let's go. Reguilon was going to play it long, but he decided not to. Are you having a laugh? Did he seriously just let that ball go out? Oh dear. I like John's wing back. Oi, oi. Do any Americans ever crack into the football clubs? Not many. Not many. I can't think of too many Americans that have ever done well playing the football over here. Spurs, we had Brad Friedel, a goalkeeper who played for a long time. Everton, Negan, I know. Everton had Tim Howard in goal for a long time. Clint Dempsey was another good one. He was around for a long time, another American footballer. Chelsea have got Pulisic at the moment, who looks a good player. Yeah, you get the odd one, but not a crazy amount. Do Teku glasses really make IPAs that much better? Me, I don't go along with the whole theory that glasses necessarily make the beer better. I think the only beer glass style that I think enhances the experience of a beer that I've ever experienced anyway is the Weizen glass. If you're drinking a German Weizen glass, get a tall, curvy Weizen. It does enhance it. It's shaped for the aroma. It's shaped to keep the carbonation as it is, keep the head up. That enhances it. But in terms of IPAs and things like that, I've drunk IPAs out of pretty much every shape of glass there is, and if it's a good beer, it's a good beer. If it's a bad beer, it's not. You can't blame the glass for it. So for me, no, I don't buy into that. I don't think the Teku glass necessarily makes the IPA any better. I think you get the shape of it at the top is good for smelling the beer, but it's not about smelling it really. That's just part of it, What happens to Dele Alli? Gone off the ball or not given a chance by Jose? Bit of both, really. Oh, goal. No, oh my goodness, what a save from Lloris. Wow, what a save from Lloris that is. Spurs giving it, who's that? Eric Dyer giving the ball away? Melt. De Bruyne whips it in. Alderweireld, brilliant interception. He goes straight to Foden. And Lloris just makes an instinctive save. He's falling back. He's not at all. It's Alderweireld who's blocked it. Wow. Alderweireld blocks it, pushes it onto the post. City should be a goal up here. They really should. Ali blows so hot and cold. He's got quality, but he is lazy. He'd slow the game down. He's a frustrating player, Dele. When Spurs are on form, when you've got the ball and that, you want to play like Dele Alli in the side. But he won't do the graft for you. He won't do the work for you. He's one of them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Reguilon's struggling here. He's going to get a booking for that, I would have thought. Yeah, he's been booked. Reguilon's been booked for just taking out De Bruyne. We are well under the cosh here. We need to get a grip. We really do. We had Howard and Donovan. Yes, Landon Donovan. Yeah, he was a good player, wasn't he? Thomas is in. Hello, Thomas. Aaron's is very good, hence the interest from Bayern, Barca, Spurs, etc. I was reading the local paper this morning. Norwich will only let him go to further his footballing career. Also knows 50 million plus. Oof, it's a lot of money for a young fullback, isn't it? Is he actually a good defender, though? I mean, I've watched him last year when you were in the Premiership, and he looked good going forward. He looked good on the ball. Not sure if he was all that a defender, though. Yes, Paul, a couple of Paul Arne and Vice beers. Yeah, a Weissenglass does help a Vice beer, definitely. Yeah, come on, yeah. So when I first saw it, I thought Lloris had saved it. It was actually come off Alderweireld's knee, blocked it. Great defending. City got another dangerous position free kick. De Bruyne to whip it in. It's in low. It's up in the air. Come on, away. He's giving a free kick. Just put Weissens in wheat beer glasses, ales in standard ale, lagers in a lager glass. So yeah, you can't really go wrong. It's not a minefield, really. I enjoy a big stout out of a large tulip glass. Otherwise, I think my IPA and Pilsner's out of a pint shaker glass. Yeah, I'm not really fussy with the glasses. I say the only thing I'd say is the Weissens. I like to drink my wheat beers from a Weissen glass. But that's just to get the full experience, the smell, the look, Oh, that's nice. Joyberg into the sun. Come on, son, run at him. Go at him. Ah, he stopped. Break on the overlap. Straight up Kyle Walker's arse. And here comes City. Without Lloris, Spurs would be a lot worse, 100%. The amount of saves, the amount of times he's saved our asses over the years, Lloris, he's a hell of a shot stopper. He's prone to a mistake or two. End to end now. City coming forward. Fernandinho with a rubbish shot, well wide. We're not getting the match here. We're getting Women's Super League match. Bit awkward. Paul, would love to see you on away day when you come to Hammers next season. I'll sit right next. Do you really? Are you one of them lot? I was there at the Carabao Cup game a few years ago when we went to your place. Was it 3-1 we won in the end, that one? Can't remember now. I was battered. But we were sat, and it was so funny. It was so funny being sat right next to your lot. Half of you lot weren't even watching the game. You were just staring at us like the whole game. It was like you were going to do something and never did it. Funny. Good commentary. This ain't got Sky Sports anymore, so it's good hearing it happen at least. Yeah, try him. I can't stay impartial because I just can't. But oh, Christ Almighty! threaded the ball in for Sterling. Sterling got there just ahead of the keeper, and Sterling's just he's dinked it over the keeper and he's gone wide. Was he offside? No, he's onside. He's dinked it over Lloris, lovely, but it's wide. Out for a goal kick. We are getting away with it at the moment. Half hour in, City should be ahead, really. They really should. League of Norwich seems to have a few decent young players. If they can keep them, which is unlikely, to sign a few good players, and they could do all right next season. But I thought Norwich played really good football in the Premier League last season. It really, really did. That what's his name? Tom Cantwell, the lad with the silly hair in midfield. He looked a good player. He looked quite a good footballer. So we just break De Bruyne's legs, mate. Every time he gets the ball, he's putting in proper naughty balls. Go on, Harry. Oh, that's a card. That's a card. You got to book him for that. Got to book him for that. Harry Kane was in there. He's just got taken out. City players are crying about it. That's got to be a card, isn't it? He's done him there beautifully. Dinked the ball over his head. He's away. Doesn't touch the ball at all there. He takes him out from behind. It's a yellow card. Or maybe he does touch the ball. Still a yellow card, though. Did he book him? Did he not book him? Gave a foul for a foul he never committed and then didn't book him. God, these referees are weird. Aaron's got a tough job showing his skills with the other teams in Godfrey. He was a good centre-half, wasn't he? Highest conceding back four in the Prem last season, but played well against Spurs the other week and he's developing. Yeah, he looks all right, doesn't he, Godfrey? Who's in goal for City? Pep usually uses a second choice. Yeah, it's their American guy. I'd never heard of him. American keeper is in between the sticks for him today. Godfrey's been our best centre half this season. Could play anywhere at the back. Breaking news: Paul makes John's multitasking skills look embarrassing. This is hard, man. Trying to do this whilst watch Spurs in a cup final. This is it's different. It's different. I'll say that much. Whee! Straight out of play. Paul. He probably was. He probably was. He stood there like that. It would have been him. Stood there with his arms out. Let's go. Let's go. No one ever does anything. Good attempt. Just missing Phil's all capitals thing. Yeah, Phil was all over them capitals yesterday, wasn't he? I felt like he was shouting at everyone. There's a lot of talk with any actions, but that's the fun. Yeah, it's all a bit of banter, isn't it? Yeah, Cantwell. Buendia is the other one everyone talks about. Yeah, Max Aarons. City are doing their tactical fouling thing now, aren't they? Everyone knows Guardiola for when team starts to get a little bit of a rhythm going. City will start pulling at your shirts and nipping at your ankles and that. Tactical fouls. They're giving away a lot now. Lol, Negan. Oliver will be lucky to keep hold of Buendia, the highest chance creation in the EFL. Does look quite a good player, doesn't he? Was it? I think Arsenal were linked with him, weren't they, towards the end of last season? Apparently, Leicester have become a solid team in the last few years. Yeah, Leicester are a good side. Good side, good manager. Their scouting's really good. Their transfer policy is really, really good. They're bringing in good young players, which helps because obviously they can't compete with the bigger clubs to sign the top players. So you've got to be creative. You've got to go out there and scout the right players and bring them in for the right amounts of money. And Leicester have been doing that. So, yeah, full credit to them. Best away fans I've seen are the Geordies. Yeah, Newcastle fans are nuts, aren't they? They never shut up. They're a good bunch. Your centre halves have been tremendous. Well, they've had to be, haven't they? They've kind of been backs to the wall stuff here. They're not getting any protection from the midfield whatsoever. We're not got enough of the ball. They're just playing it through us at the moment. Yeah, literally, we're just kind of we're letting them have the ball, and then they get to within sort of about 50 yards of us, and then we start pressing, closing them down. Stand him up. Foden on the ball. Lo Celso with him. So that's a weird one. We've got Lo Celso kind of tracking. He's a creative player. We're just not seeing enough of the ball. We're not hurting them. Jimmy says now the crap Watford. That's where it's at. Yeah, the glory on it, boys. Capitals are coming. How much does a cup of lager or ale go in the stadium? At Tottenham, you can get a pint of Amstel for £4. It's like the cheapest pint in London. That £4 for a pint of Amstel. I couldn't believe it when I went in there for the first time and ordered a pint. I thought the prices would have gone up. Oh wow! Riyad Mahrez just did his little dick inside bit, went for the far corner. That must have been close. Must have been close. I was waiting for the net to go there. Have another look. Goodness me, that was close. Whew. Another let off. Can't let him do that. Now Sealing Open and Northern Monk Eternal. Never had one. Here it goes. Enjoy. 1 pint away from the Capitals. Get it down, yeah. Oliver, are you a Norwich fan? Amount of times you go down and come up, you deserve a few seasons in the league. Yeah. Jimmy Guitarist, you never even knew Watford had a football club. We probably shouldn't. It was never a pretty sight. Season ticket holder. Come on, son. Everton is 4 chain for a tenner. 4 for a tenner? Blimey. Paul was getting too close. You'll be happy with it. Yeah, do you know what? At this rate, I would take 0-0 at half time. I just think City have had way too many opportunities for my liking. We're not getting close enough to them. They've got way too much time on the ball. It's only when they get the ball, kind of like the final third, that all of a sudden we're waking up, and by that point it's too late. They've got the run on us. We need to be a little bit more proactive. Aurier and Reggie on the 2 deep. Son's barely had a sniff. Harry Kane's trying to get stuck in the midfield. It's not his job. Mora's running around doing nothing as usual. Oh, come on, get it out. Farting around with it in the box. Mora's has another bender. Oof, oof. Another one fizz over the bar that time. Legan, tough bin and yo-yo, but when you see the Super League nonsense, you can at least be happy have a local woman. Have a local woman who see you out about the club. Gold Drake's laughing here. Apparently West Bromwich Albion like Norwich. Yeah, yo-yo clubs. West Brom are always up and down, aren't they? About to go down. Sheffield United have already been relegated, haven't they? They're already down. That's confirmed. However, it's hard, I suppose, for you. Too good for the Championship. Slightly unlucky in the Premier League. Go on, son. Go on, son. Come on, get up with him. Get up with him. You're kidding me. Go on, Gio. Bit of possession here for Spurs. Aurier just kicks it straight at the left back. What you call a yo-yo club. Yeah, certainly are. West Bromwich Albion. Norwich are in danger of becoming that, aren't they? Up and down, up and down. Come on, Spurs. Spurs trying to knock the ball around a little bit here. City press him. God, they're a good side. They're up so quick. So quick. Now we've literally got Eric Dyer right in front of his goalkeeper. Alderweireld with the long ball, looking for Sonny. Sonny's got it. Great first touch. Aurier comes up. Back to Son. Son's going to whip it in. Straight at the fullback. Is that going to go for a corner? Yep, that went for a corner. Corner for Spurs. Come on, Tottenham. Jimmy Guitarist, I can see why. Negan, do you go to the European away games? I've never been to a European away game. I've always wanted to. Always wanted to, but it never seems to come at the right time for me for some reason. No, I've always fancied it. Yeah, I really fancied Prague a few years back. That's meant to be a really good away day. That's meant to be a good one. Barcelona, I tried to get tickets for Barcelona when we needed a point to get through, when we got a point to get through to the knockout stages. Just can't get them. You can't get them. I don't know how people have the time to just drop everything and bugger off for a couple of days. I just don't know how they do that. But I'd love to go to some European away games. Calling for Spurs, in it goes. Couldn't even beat the first man. That's poor. Try again, son. Oh, just put it in a mix. They're all up there. You fucking melt. Jesus Christ. Now City are on a counter attack. It's totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. It's fun living in Norwich with a small population, not being close to any over city. You get to see Tim Krul down the local co-op. Love it. Love that. West Bromwich Albion, Great Escape, 2005 seems mental. Oh, blimey, yeah. That was crazy when they pulled that off. Where's Rodon? I think he's one of the best centre backs. Oh, shoot, is he on the bench, Rodon? Because he might actually be cup tied now. I think about it because I think he played for Swansea in this competition earlier on because we only signed him in January. Yeah, I think he might actually be cup tied for this one. Unfortunately, Tim Krul was a great goalie. Oh, he always seems to have a really good game against us. Tim Krul, always. De Bruyne whipping it into Sterling there, but he couldn't get his little legs towards it. Bless him. Tottenham are struggling. Yeah. City have definitely had the lion's share of this one. We're just not keeping the ball well enough. We're not making our decisions very well. We're rushing. Not good. Looks like you've got another beautiful day there. Some beer and sausages on the grill. Yeah, man. Definitely. Got some sausages in the fridge as well. I might have some of them later. Bangers. Win or lose, I'm going to be on the sausages. Come on, Spurs. And they're playing bloody volleyball. Everyone's heading the ball. It's a mess. Sterling's in. What is Aurier doing again? He's out. Oh, he's gone. Thank Christ for that. Aurier, man. He's such a weirdo. Joe Lewis with his net worth. Snake in the grass. Supposed debt and a new stadium. Tottenham run right would be up there with City if you had an owner worth $3 billion. Who cared? Yeah, that's the thing. They've got a rich owner, but he's not going to put his fortune into the club, is he? They're an investment company at the end of the day. You know, if they're making a profit, that's all that matters. They're not going to eat into those profits. Daniel Levy, when we sign players, he only does it after he's sold about 2 or 3. You know, you can't knock his business sense, but yeah, as a football fan, it's so annoying because you just want him just to kind of put his hand in his pocket and make like 1 or 2 signings that can make a huge difference. But he looks at the books rather than the squad. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's bloody frustrating. He wants it all, but he's not prepared to put his hand in his pocket and get it. My cousin's a Spurs supporter. He got me a ticket for the game against Barca a few years ago. It was amazing watching Messi play brilliant. Yeah, I watched him at Wembley. I went to the Spurs Barca game at home when we was at Wembley that season, and he was ridiculous that night. Put him in. Oh, wrong ball again. Lo Celso. Why would you try and do that down the middle? Go on, son, box him in. Come on, Spurs. Having a go here. Krul's a nice fella. Drives a VW Golf around, which is not usual for a footballer. We've seen got sports cars, haven't they? Who owns Spurs? I thought it was Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy's the chairman, but they're owned by a company called ENIC, who are an investment group. Joe Lewis is the owner of them. So technically, we're owned by a guy called Joe Lewis, who's a British businessman who lives in the Bahamas, I believe. So he's never there. He's never actually at the games. Daniel Levy just does the day-to-day running of the business. Yeah. Mind you, of all this Super League, it's all about sucking money out of the game. The FSG was apparently running the LFC well, and then money-making opportunities was just business, unfortunately. Yeah, it was nothing to do with football. It was nothing to do with the fans. They couldn't give a toss. They turned their back. They were quite happy to turn their back on all the traditions, the history of the game, for a few extra quid. It was unbelievable, and they shouldn't even nearly have got away with it. Not even close. I mean, it's disgusting that all 6 of them signed up for it. Really was bang out of order. Pardon me. We have the Dildo Brothers as our owners. True, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'd still rather have Levy in charge than them two. Blimey. Do you think the Premier League should have 51% fan ownership of the club, similar to the German League? Yeah. I'm all for that personally. I think it's a great idea. I don't think it's right that any one consortium or business should have. Go on, Lucas. Oh, that's a card and all. Again, City with their tactical fouls. Lucas was taking on the whole bloody team. Oh, I do my head in. Such a good side, and even when they lose the ball, they just foul you. That ta-da, bosh. Still bastard. Yeah, I'd like to see fans have a bit more of a say, a bit more of ownership in the clubs. I think that'd definitely be a cracking shout. Cardalo drinks in Ashington. There you go. Oh, come on, Reggie. It's been awful that first half. It really has. Working hard, Spurs. Give them credit. They are working hard. Chasing back, but just City have just got the beating of them at the moment. They really have. Oliver, no, in my opinion, club runs right. There's no need for it. Yeah. Apparently, it's not doable in this country. Icon Canadian. Hello, sir. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. 1 minute added on time now at the end of the first half. Riyad Mahrez has got it. He's looked up for this, Riyad Mahrez. Oh, save from Lloris. Who's that? Is that Cancelo? He had way too much time there. Riyad Mahrez has run all the way across the 18-yard box, played one simple pass. He's looked up, had a dink. Lloris has tipped it wide. Too much time. Too much time. How's he got that much space and that much time to set up a shot? Awful. I came off. Is that bad? First half, Kane had a chance, then got dropped. Is it that bad? Called him out. Get away. Away. There you go. Half time. Half time, goalless, but it really shouldn't be. City have had a proper old go at this. I think Pep will be saying more of the same, please, boys. It's bound to come. Spurs have, I don't know, they've got to get closer to them. Got to get closer to them. Half time, 0-0. That was a quick first half. Now, I think the money brings the best players, which results in the best football. Shane Agreed goes so far through that it ruins the whole pyramid. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there a players' union based salary? No, not really. That's the problem in the country. The wages go through the roof. There needs to be a wage cap. That's what they need to introduce, a cap on it. So there's like a level playing field, but they don't believe in level playing fields over here. It's like this whole Super League thing. It was down to the 6 clubs that can pay the transfer fees and pay the silly wages to their players, while the rest of the league look up and think, oh, we've got a better team, but they've got more money than we have. There should be things put in place to make it more of a level playing field. Pep does love a tactical foul. I suppose when his teams are constantly attacking, his teams will always be open to counter attacks. Yeah, that there, Lucas Moura went through about 3 challenges, and if he hadn't have made the foul, it was literally a 3-on-2 situation. And he just took him out. That's what City do. They've done it a couple of times now in that first half, where Spurs finally got a run, and they just come across and take you out. Half-time belly dancing entertainment. John going about his belly dancing needs to be done. Not by me, obviously, but I should have hired someone. Dear. So, yes, half time, 0-0. City definitely had the better of that one. I think we can consider ourselves lucky. Going at the break goalless, but there you go. All right, I'm going to get myself another beer. Beer number 2. Nursing that first one. It's a nice motor. Aussie Rugby League. It's great competition because of the salary cap. I'd love to see it in football. I think it needs to happen. I really do. Another Cloudwater. This one's the IPA. Let's see if this one's any good. This is 6%, this one. Where are we? Man City, yeah, read that one. Did I read that one? What team need to do it if it really, even if it is unsporting? Yeah, it makes sense. Both the fouls were they kind of had to be made, but they have no hope, they have no faith in their own centre halves. Would have been interesting if they'd have got away on them 2 occasions though. Joe Lewis, the British tax dodger. None of the owners who signed up to the Super League live in the UK. Just sell the club's history to the highest bidder. Yeah, that's pretty much what they tried to do. Awful behaviour. Pork scratchings or scampi? Pork scratchings for me. I do like scampi fries though. I used to go to school where Baggies fans always used to do the boing boing dance. It was so cringy. Niga says pork scratchings. Bounce of Baggies. Andy's all over the scampi fries. Oh, Jake's laughing at Negan. Jim's all about nachos. Half-time nachos. Oh, yeah, Super Bowl. Dude, so Jim, does it happen on Super Bowl day? Is Super Bowl day like as big a deal as they all make it out to be in the media? Like, even if your team's not there at the Super Bowl, do you still like religiously watch it? You get all your mates round and the family round, or do you go to your friends or your families and get all the beers in and all the snacks and that? I love the idea of that. Used to have something like that called the FA Cup Final, and then that got ruined. They got destroyed by business and money and corporations. Rich says, I'd be ill if I drank the next day after that session. Oliver, I like the Liverpool United players spoke against the Super League, yeah, but they would be the first to complain and leave the league if they evened up competition and introduced 100 grand. That's the thing. If they introduced a wage cap, you'd soon find out who the idiots were, wouldn't you? They'd all start kicking off about it, Be made up with £5 grand a week. Yeah, I'll take that. Christ, bloody hell. Yeah, just showing the average positions of that first half. Because Tottenham had just been camped in their own half that whole first half. Liverpool players only spoke up after the event. Klopp was defending the owners, telling us we all need to calm down. That's odd. It's the IPA from Cloudwater. Anyone had this one? Is this the one that Simon was suggesting tasted a bit like the Hazy Jane? That's really tropical, that. I mean, just as you feel like it's kind of running down, there's almost like a slightly sort of sherbety sourness to it right at the back end. That's really odd. It's quite sweet, quite tropical, light hops. There's no like dry bitterness to it, no dry hoppy effect to that one. That's quite sweet though. It's quite sweet. Where is your crisps, Bonnie lad? I've got some crisps actually. I might have to get some crisps. I've got some Doritos. Like a bit of Bombay mix. Bakes petites. They're crunchy as hell, weren't they? Pork scratchings and pretzels. Blind Man's Podcast. You changed your name. Yeah. Let them know, Rich. Doing reviews now, aren't you? Doing what everyone else on YouTube is doing at the moment. So many people reviewing stuff on YouTube all of a sudden, it seems. Popping up all over the place. I would say no to 250k a week if it was offered. Don't blame the players. It's a modern game of the clubs weren't making the money. They wouldn't pay the wages unless you're Real and Barcelona. That's what I say. Yeah, if the clubs are making the money, you're going to ask for it, aren't you? You know. It's the fault of nature of the beast, isn't it? It's Sky Sports made the Premier League in '92. All of a sudden, the money was there, being thrust in these players' faces, and all of a sudden, when you're becoming a professional footballer, you want to play at the highest level. You know full well if you get a professional contract, you're getting paid bloody good wages. So it's gone too far. It's gone too far. And this European Super League was a product of that. They know there's money to be made. There's money to be spent on these things, and they're just pushing it as far as they can. And I don't think it's over. Personally, I don't think I don't think this is the last that we'll hear of this Super League thing. I really don't. I really don't. I think it will. I think it will rear its ugly head again. Wouldn't. Their old mouthpieces, nigger. Ray Parlour was on Talksport having a go at Arsenal fan TV. I heard that. They got him on, didn't they, to talk about Arsenal's issues with the European Super League. And they tried to spin it, didn't they? They tried to spin it. Oh, Robbie, that's his name, the geezer who runs it. They tried to spin it and suggest that Arsenal fan TV probably made a load of money out of it because they do videos on it. And Robbie was like, what's that got to do with anything? We're here talking about the European Super League and how bad an idea it was. And they tried to spin it. It's disgusting, that was. I actually felt bad for him. Ray Parlour, of all people. Yeah. Super Bowl, chicken wings, hamburgers, pizza, chips, and salsa, loads of beer. However, with the politicisation of professional sports, viewership is way down. I've heard that. Oh, the NBA isn't like the NBA viewers like a record low at the moment. Isn't that all kicking off? I changed it because I'm not doing reviews now. I changed my mind for the reason Paul said. Barca and Real are the reason they made a Super League, nearly £1 billion in debt, and they're still able to make signage. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. You just be like, well, no, you don't make any investments now. You've got to start paying this back. I think not having fans in the stadium wouldn't have helped, but they need to do something. Sorry, Pete, my bad. I just changed it 5 minutes ago. Hopefully, good night, Real and Barca. Then, well, Barcelona, Real Madrid have had so many financial issues over the years, and they keep getting bailed out by the Spanish government. Barcelona, I don't know how they're getting away with it. I really don't. Barman's podcast thought I was going mad. Yeah, he's definitely changed his name. Lineker gets paid 1.75 million a year to present Match of the Day. Anyone could do that job. Just reading it. Oh my God, is that how much he gets paid for doing Match of the Day for an hour on a Saturday night? All he got to do is report on 3 games now. There's no games on a Saturday afternoon anymore, is there? It's stupid. Alan's in. Someone's pulled his chain. I'm not going to read that out. Mate, Barca had a lot of debt. All these clubs have a lot of money the last season, but rather than being more sustainable, they think just throwing more money to the question is the answer. It seems to be the case, doesn't it? It certainly seems to be. I don't know how a club like Barcelona could get themselves nearly £1 billion in debt. That is just bad ownership. Really bad ownership. When you think the money that they must make as well. You know, the amount of kids you see around here in England wearing Barcelona shirts. You know, they're a hell of a company. A hell of a company, Barcelona. The fact that they could be £1 billion in debt is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Does the league and clubs cash in on merchandise? Well, the clubs do. The clubs certainly will. But I don't know how much of that actually contributes to their finances, because even the ticket sales don't make that much of a dent on their finances now. It's the TV. The TV deals is where the money is over here. And you got Sky and BT and everyone else offering you crazy money to broadcast the games. That's where the money is. That's where the money is. That's what they want. You know, so I found it funny when the news all broke on Monday about the Super League, how Sky Sports were pretending to be outraged by it all. When you know full well that if this Super League went ahead, you knew that Sky Sports they would be front of the queue, wouldn't they? Bidding for the broadcasting rights. You know they would. What football needs like the Major League Baseball luxury tax. If the big teams overspend on players and they are taxed and the money is given to the smaller teams, that's a good idea. So I quite like the what's it called, when they sign when they sign the young players in NFL every summer. I've forgotten the word. Someone help me out. What's it called when they go and nick all the best players from the college teams every summer? I'm having a mind blank. I've forgotten the word. But yeah, basically the team that is he supposed to be like the team who did the worst in the NFL? The draft. There you go. Thank you, Alan. Christ Almighty, the draft. Yeah. So basically, the team. Is it the teams who were like the worst performing in the NFL the previous season get like the first pick of the top college talent, right? That's how it works. Jim will explain. Jim will help me out there. Yeah, the draft system. So everyone will have eyes on like these top players that are coming through the college game. But it's like the teams who are supposed to have done like the worst get their first pick. They get the first pick of players that they need. So they might not necessarily want the superstar, but they might need certain positions, but they get first pick. So they can go out and technically sort out their issues first before everyone else does. I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Nico, shall I kick Alan? Yeah, kick him. I'm only joking. The only American sport I like is NHL. I like NHL. I like the hockey. Rich says, elephant walks into a pub. Here's someone playing the Joanna. Starts crying. Bloke says, "What's wrong with you? Do you recognise the tune?" Elephant says, "No, I recognise the ivory." Nice. Yeah, Alan with the draft, top man. Yeah, everyone knew it. I had the word in my head and I couldn't get it out. The draft. Yeah. Paul, hello, mate. When Messi retires, Barca will be up to their neck in it as he turns a bang average team into a top 3 side in Spain, spending best part of 350 million on Dembele, Griezmann, and Coutinho. Hasn't worked. Doesn't seem to have done, does it? And what's he on? Is he like Messi? Is he on like 600 grand a week or something like that? Standard. Second half, teams are out. Spurs going to kick us off. Bish, bash, bosh. We're away. Come on, you Spurs. Big second half needed. Got to be better than that first one. Got to be better. Super League collapse seems to be embarrassing news. It is a bit. I think the clubs, the owners of these clubs, they think they've got a lot of thinking to do now, rethinking. After the fact that they thought they could just do this, set this up without consulting the fans, or they just did it. And they did it on the sly. They did it on the quiet, and it's just really dodgy. Just really not a good way of running a business. Not nice at all. They view these clubs as their playthings. No consideration to the history and what it means to communities and families and things like that. It was a disgusting move by a lot of very rich people. Go on, Spurs. Good ball. Go on, son. Go on, son. Someone have a dig. You didn't have a crack at goal yet. Spurs on the front foot, early goings. Knocking it about. Lo Celso with a shot. Oh, he saved that. Yep, he saved it. Tottenham's first proper crack at goalkeeper pushed it round the post. That's better. Oh, that's going in. Great save. Right, where was I? AFTV always gets slated by TalkSport for apparently winding up the fans so they can make profit from all the views on the loss. Because TalkSport never get exactly, Alan. Exactly. You ever heard Adrian Durham drive time? What a wind-up merchant! He literally, at the beginning of a show, he'll make an outrageous statement, yeah, just to get people incited for them to call in, and then if they prove him wrong, he cuts them off. TalkSport are the ultimate wind-up merchants. They love it. City on a counter-attack. Sterling leading the charge from a Spurs corner. Looks like Spurs have got men back. Oh no, Devin De Bruyne is in acres of space. Get him. Oh, great challenge. Great challenge. Oh, hang on. What happened there? So Reguilon tackles him. Oh, there's nothing in that. De Bruyne has gone for a swing with his left foot. I don't think he even touches him there. Nah, he's just being a tart. Get up, Serge. You're embarrassing. Yeah, no, I totally agree, Alan. TalkSport are a bunch of mugs. They really are. Favourite NHL team? Probably the Boston Bruins for me. Abby likes Anaheim Ducks, but I'm not a fan of Disney. Anything that's got something to do with Disney, I'm never too keen on. Oh, he certainly is. He's incredible. Watching Messi live, that's the best. That's the best performance I've ever seen from a footballer in my life. It was. We lost 4-2 to Barcelona that night at Wembley, but Messi was. It was genuinely a pleasure to watch. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I was with a bunch of lads, and we were just clapping. We were just clapping him. It was just. He was unbelievable. He's such a good player. Alan saying hello to Alan. How you doing? Alan saying hi, Alan. Alan to Alan. Spice and Easy, message you on WhatsApp shortly if you're free. Apparently, Super League's been playing for 3 years and they said it's not over yet. So I know there's been whispers about this for at least 2 years because they've been talking about it on podcasts and whatever. People in the know knew that the discussions were going on. But I don't think anyone saw this coming. The fact that all 6 clubs came out and said, yeah, we've signed up for this. I mean, that's just wrong. Really, really wrong. But like I say, I don't think it's over yet. Yeah, David. Yeah, with the draft. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, mate. Yeah, Messi is £600 a week. Hell of a lot. Yeah, he's in my. I think by the time he's had his endorsements and payments from sponsorships and that, I'm sure Messi's like the highest earning sportsman in the world right now. He makes a crazy amount of money. He's got so many endorsements and sponsorships. The guy, it's crazy money he's on. Phones up for Malum. Draft the NFL, any other pro sports here in the US is somewhat convoluted. Oftentimes, low-end teams will trade their draft choices in order to obtain an established pro players. I see. Do you reckon they're getting those first draft picks bought by other franchises, Jim? Or are we just kind of told that they've agreed to swap them in order for a player perhaps the other teams don't need anymore or think they're on their way out? So I like the idea of the smaller teams getting the first pick at the up and coming new talents. I like that idea to try and keep it on a level playing field. I think that's a great idea. But if the bigger clubs are buying that pick from them, then surely that needs to be nipped in the butt, doesn't it? Phone's dying. Have a good one. Later, all. Cheers, Alan. Jim. Yeah, the bigger boys are basically buying that first pick from them. That's not right, is it? That's not right. Shouldn't be allowed to happen. And flexing their financial muscles. Oh, he's got way too much space. Why is Sergio Aurier so narrow? De Bruyne on the ball and lifts it in. Oh, like he couldn't reach that. Eric Dyer's walking around with his finger in the air like he knew what was going on, like he was going to make any fucking difference. God, he's useless. Messi Ronaldo, in terms of footballers' wages, yeah, only 2 worth it. Yeah, the amount of football matches them 2 have won on their own, you know, they are worth the money. You know, it's gold with them 2 in it. You know they're going to do the business. It's a sound investment. Spurs still playing out from the back, and we've lost it. Eric Dyer plays the ball into Son straight out of play. Brilliant. I was about to say Spurs were starting the second half a lot better, but now the game's just starting to settle into that rhythm again. City here just knocking it around. We need a bit more here. Yeah, Spurs knocking it about round the back at the moment. Ruben Diaz. Everyone's just watching. Come on, Kane, press him. Gondowan pushing forward into midfield. It looks like Spurs are pressing a little bit higher so far this second half. They're on it a little bit quicker. See how long that lasts. That's never a foul. No, yeah, throwing for Spurs. Come on, let's go. Let's go. No, wait for him to get up. Let's go. Go on, Harry. Go on, Harry. Go on, put him in. Put him in. Nice. Go on, Gio. Back to Harry. Edge of Man City's box here. It's a good tackle. Good tackle. City back in possession. Harry Winks is trying to chase him. Not getting near. Foden's just made Harry Winks look very, very average there. City on the counter attack. Mara's away down the right hand side. He's going to cut inside. You know he is. There's the shot. Oh, he's done him. He's done him. Whew. Good defended by Eric Dyer there, of all people. Jim, are there any female club owners? Not that I'm aware of. Not out and out owners. You get women on the board, don't you? Karen Brady, our West Ham fan, would tell you Karen Brady's been on the board at one or two football clubs, but I don't know if there's actually any out and out women owners, are there? Not that I know of, anyway. So you certainly get board members, female board members. Chat's dried up. That's all right. Delia owns. Does she actually own them, Delia Smith? I didn't actually know she was the owner. I thought she was just a board member. Well, there you go. Shows what I know. There you go. Delia Smith, who was a very successful chef, cook back in the day. She owns Norwich City. So there you go. I literally thought she was just on the board. I didn't realise she was actually the main stakeholder, the owner, or what have you. That is news. Coming in now. Piss off Karen Brady. The amount of times that she must have been dealt with in boardrooms over the years to get where she did, I don't know. I don't even know what she does. She just kind of talks a lot. Problem with football is also all the loan players as well. Chelsea had about 50 players they hoovered up and then loan out each year. Just basically, yeah. Chelsea have been bad for that, haven't they? Just gobbling up young players left, right, and centre, and then loaning them all out and seeing which ones have come of anything, and they sell them at a profit. You know, it's like a cattle market. Oh, good pressing, Spurs. Come on. City were shouting at each other, which is good. We got them here. We got them. Let's be having you. Oh, I remember that when she'd had a few sherbets, didn't she? That was funny. Where are you? That was that was funny. Karen. Come on, get it. There you go. There you go. Just feel like Tottenham are starting to win the second balls a little bit better now. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. No, come on. Keep it easy. Just play it across. Looks like Ryan Mason has literally said to them, just be a little bit more aggressive. They're trying to play a lot more forward passes. City a dangerous position here. Sterling, Foden, well held by Lloris. Good stuff. Come on, Tottenham. Doesn't AB InBev own a club in the UK? I don't know. They own a lot of breweries that supply beers for football clubs in the UK, but I'm not sure they actually own any football clubs. They might do. I'd have to look that up. They've certainly got enough Wonga, that's for sure. Outrageous that Chelsea could sign that many players and still loan them out. They had 54 players on loan. What, 54? That's crazy, isn't it? That is insane. Talk about messing with kids. Do you know what I mean? Like signing all these young players thinking, oh, yeah, I'm signing for Chelsea. Brilliant. And then you're loaning them out to all these weird clubs all around Europe. They don't know where they're coming or going, do they? You know, it's yeah. So talk about a business, their plaything. Go on, Lucas. Come on, someone's got to go square for him. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Come on. Go on, son. Well defended by City there. Come on, have your Højbjerg. Foul for City. They've taken it quickly from the wrong place. Referee just lets them get on with it. Fine. Fun fact, Michael Hector at Fulham. I went to school with his family. He still live on my road. Small East Town 1. Yeah, that is a fun fact. Michael Hector. Go on, Tottenham. We beat this shower shit with 10 men. You did. We beat them earlier in the season. We beat them at White Hart Lane, and that was under Mourinho, for Christ's sake. So I do think they could be got at, City, but it's just when they've got the ball. That's it, Harry. Well done. Even looks like Harry Winks is starting to put a shift in as well. He's getting amongst it. Bosh. Better. Better. Go on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, another one. Another tactical foul. Soon as Spurs look like they're going to get away, another tactical foul. Lucas Piazon for Chelsea. He's been there for 8 years. He's been loaned out ever since. That's awful, isn't it? That is awful. Been a Chelsea player for 8 years and been loaned out all that whole time. Lee W. Dodgy red too. I think all Manchester City's midfielders have been booked now for these dodgy last gasp tactical fouls. Spurs can keep breaking on them, they could be in trouble. They could be in trouble. Oh, Sterling says Rob Aurier. Don't foul him. Please don't foul him. Oof. You're right, dear. Serge Aurier, mate, we need to get rid of him. He is not up to this at all. Not up to this at all. Which club has the most hooligans in the stadium? Oh. To be honest, I think the hooligans thing is a thing of the past. Spurs on a counter attack. Son's giving it away. Brilliant, brilliant. Dear. They quickly flick to the game and then he just passes it straight to the City player. Excellent. Yeah, I think the hooligan element in football is been very much crushed, as it were. I think people have grown out of it. The police have kind of got on top of it. You still get some clubs that have a bit of a naughty reputation. I think Millwall, they still play up every now and then, but even then, you don't hear much of the hooligan element. You don't seem to get too much trouble in the grounds and things like that. I think it's kind of died a death, really. Oof. Over the bar. Oliver saying Millwall. Jim, Millwall want to be hooligans. Yeah, I was going to say Millwall think they're a bit naughty, but you don't. Nothing really kicks off anymore. It's all talk. It's all social media talk now. Millwall hooligans. Low. Just 20-year-olds wearing Stone Island. Yeah, see it in it. It's just kids bouncing up and down wearing a Stone Island jacket doing fuck all. It's all mouth. It's all mouth. It makes for good reading. It makes for good films and that, but it's in reality they were just a bunch of mugs that absolutely destroyed the reputation of English football for quite a long time. So luckily, I think we're done with that now. I think we're done with it. I think it's a thing of the past, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. I think some of the Europeans try and do it, don't they? You go to the away games in Europe, you get their fans. I think they're nutters, don't you? You get the ultras and all that. You know, they're about 20 years behind us in that sense. Went to the last Hammers Millwall Cup game at Upton Park. Upton Park, what a game! Did he go off that night, or was it sound? Well done, Gio. Good job. Come on, Spurs. Come on. Come on. We got him here. We got him here. Keep going, Pierre. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, Harry took it too far. Oh, no. Oh, why did Serge stop? Why did he stop? Why did no one just shoot? Christ almighty. We had him there. We absolutely had him. Christ almighty. Oh, Harry's gone down. Did he just take a knock there? I think he just took a knock. Oh, this is awful. He puts him in. Reguilon's on the overlap. They didn't talk to each other. Ugh. I don't know why he don't just shoot. What a waste. I'm 22 myself, and a so-called Norwich youth firm tried to kick with me and my mates down the spoons once. Most of them went to private school, including the Huckabee's son. Oh, really? Darren Huckabee? That's a name I've not heard for a long time. Blimey. Huckabee. He was quite a good player, wasn't he, Darren Huckabee? Oh, get up, man. Rolling around. Pitch invasions, helicopter, riot shields, lovely. Lol. Sound like a good night. Do the Germans play as passionately as UK clubs? Yeah, probably more so now. Probably more so now. So we were talking earlier about the German fans still have a lot of a say in the way that the football clubs are run, whereas over here it's become such big business now. We're viewed more as customers now rather than fans, which is a shame. But in Germany, they still very much have a say in how it's run. It still means everything to them, and they still have a lot of say in it, which is good. It's like Bayern Munich, for example. Bayern Munich are one of the most successful clubs in the history of British football. I think the most expensive season ticket at Bayern Munich is about €300, whereas Tottenham, you're lucky if you get one under 1,000. So there's no comparison. The Germans still see the value in fans and what they bring to the game, you know. So yeah, I like the way the Germans do things with the Bundesliga. They do it a lot better than we do over here. How's that not a foul ref? There's got to be a foul ref. Jesus Christ. Huckabee's youngest son sentenced to 3 years in jail. Jesus. Muggings at the Norwich shopping centre. Google it. Wow. Christ, didn't know that. How old is his? How old are Darren Huckabee's boys? Don't seem like that long ago I was watching him play. Bloody hell. Cool, Serge. Spurs on the counter attack. Son over the top. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. Well done, that man. Well done, that man. Spurs have definitely been better this second half. Definitely. German football's amazing. Much better stadium experience compared to the UK. Harry Winks passing it to no one. Kyle Walker being Kyle Walker there, doing Kyle Walker things. Just about got it away. German football's amazing. Much better stadium experience compared to UK. You can take your beer to your seat, yeah. And fans mix a bit more. I'm just basing this on one game I went to at Hertha Berlin. The atmosphere does look good. Spurs are making a double swap here. Lucas Moura's coming off for Gareth Bale, bringing off Bale. And it looks like Sissoko's coming on. Who's he going off for? Winks, I would imagine. Yeah, Gareth Bale on for Lucas Moura. That's confirmed. And it looks like Sissoko's going to come on for. Oh, he's coming on for Lo Celso. That's a strange one. So Sissoko on for Lo Celso, Bale on for Lucas Moura. 18 and 21. That's the age of his boys. That's madness. That is madness. Good parenting, Darren. Good parenting, son. Not 100% sure of the logic. I thought Lo Celso was just starting to grow into it. He's bought on Sissoko, who runs a lot. I'm not really sure what else he does really, Sissoko. It's just going to cover the midfield area. Go on, Moose. Kill him. Fucking 50-50s. You got to win them bastards. I just about remember my visit to Germany, drinking out of Steins all week. Loved it there. I've never been to Germany. Never been. Always fancied it though. Always fancied it. David's good. You can drink at the Starbucks, but the net is very annoying. And I did that in Madrid. I took my beer to my seat in Madrid, which I thought was quite nice. I mean, it's just a British thing. You can't drink in your seats, isn't it? They don't trust us. Excuse me. But yeah, I've been to the Bernabeu a couple of times and I can take my beer to my seat there. So it's certainly different. The stands, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. What do I think the final score will be? Hard to say at the moment. Spurs will definitely improve this second half, but City have still got the majority of the ball, but Spurs are being more clever with it when they get it this second half. They're attacking them. If Spurs have played the right final ball on at least 2 occasions in this second half, we could have had a goal. There's goals in this game. There are goals in this game. It's going to come sooner or later. City with a corner. De Bruyne floats it in way too deep, straight up for a goal kick. What we have? 68, 69 minutes played, still goalless. Honestly, it's really nicely poised at the moment. I think City look like they've sort of just started to run out of ideas. Spurs look like they're breaking with a little bit more intent now. So who knows? It's open, this one. It is open. They're just showing a shot there of the fans in the stadium. Not many, but at least there's some there. It looks quite good, though. Oh, Nike, Puma, or Adidas. Do you know what? I think I've got stuff by all of them, if I'm honest. Depends. Trainers, I like Nike. I like Nike trainers. Nike Air trainers are a godsend. When you're a fat bugger like me, having Nike Airs on your feet is quite good. It's good for the cushioning. When I play football, I've always worn Adidas. I've always got on with Adidas football boots because they're quite a wide fit. And I've got Adidas Copa Mundials. I wear them for football. But then I quite like Puma. I'm literally wearing a pair of Puma trousers now. So I don't know. I'd say probably Nike are my favourite. I would say Nike are my favourite. I've probably got more Nike things than I do any of the other boys. But they all have their they've all got their values, you know. They've all got their pluses for me. Oh, great ball in. Oh, good save, Lloris. Wow, that was a chance. That was a chance for City. Really good ball in there from, was it De Bruyne? It had to be De Bruyne. Lovely ball. Fernandinho coming in at the back post. Lloris held it. Held it well. Have you been into beer since your 20s? All my mates don't really seem to care. I think punk IPA is the holy grail. Yeah, I started getting into craft beer in my late 20s, to be fair. Up until then, I was just drinking mass-produced lager and the stuff that everyone else drinks, right? The stuff that was available in pubs. That's what I was drinking. And then it's only then you started seeing more American beers were starting to turn up, and I was starting looking at the names, and then, like you say, Punk IPA turned up. First time I tried Punk IPA, I couldn't believe what I was drinking. I never knew that beer could smell or taste like that. You know, it was mind blowing. And then after that, all I wanted to do really was go out and try loads of different beers and different styles and see who was doing what. And before I knew it, I was drinking a lot of American beers. I think the American brewers are really, really good. Chance for City, always put it wide. Yeah, I got really into my American beers, and like now to the point now, I love my American beers. Sierra Nevada, like my all-time favorite brewery. Anything by them, I'm all over that. But yeah, I think I'm like most people growing up in the UK. I grew up drinking Fosters and stuff like that. You know, the crap. Paul, try Ultra Boost Adidas. Because I'm a fat bastard too. I'll have a look. I've got Copa Mundials. I've had them for about 6 years, and they're still in one piece. But to be fair, I only play once a week, so that's probably why they've lasted so long. Come on, Spurs, get it on the deck. Gareth Bale going down the right wing there. One City a throw. Sierra Nevada are solid. They're just a really good brewer. All their beers have got a really nice balance to them. Dimitri's in. Whiskey! Are you on the whiskey, Dimitri? Is he on it? Has he got a dram in front of him right now? I'm not relaxed enough to drink a whiskey right now. I'm on edge. Counter attack for City. Riyad Mahrez going down the right wing. He's been allowed to go too far. Oh, what a save from Lloris. Sterling on the rebound has gone. Dear, oh dear. I do not like the amount of space that Riyad Mahrez is getting down that right-hand side. He's run for miles there. He's tried to bend one in the bottom corner. Lloris with a terrific save. Brewdog was so cutting edge when they first came here to the States. Now the big beer sold out for the mighty pet. Oh, yeah, I agree. That for me, Brewdog haven't done a top beer for a long time. They really haven't. No Abbey, no party. Should be finishing work soon. I think 6:30 is until today. It should be finished soon. Dimitri, I'll drink wherever I can find. Sounds all right. Sounds like Dimitri's on a whiskey. It might be. Negan will drink anything with an ABV. Good lad. Good lad. As if that was a handball. Still goalless. 74 minutes in. Still no goals. I didn't predict this. Someone get hold of Mahrez, please. He's running it. Bruce, where are you going? Switch. Good ball, Harry. Well done. Come on, Tottenham. Let's go. Let's go. Go, Drake. Spurs need to get a goal in. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Be lovely to get it before the end, though. Can't be dealing with another half hour extra time. I didn't even consider extra time a possibility. I thought City would cruise this. I'm actually impressed with Tottenham, the way they've defended this afternoon. I think they've done quite well. I still feel like they're growing into the game. They're taking more touches, they're knocking the ball around a bit more, trying to express themselves a bit. Just when we get it, we're not keeping hold of it. Stephen Russell's got a tenner on the Spurs. Have you ever tried any Aussie or New Zealand beers? When I was over there, I really liked Spates Lager. Yeah, I've had a box of Australian beers not too long ago. Moondog Brewery were in there. Who else was in there? I've had New Zealand beers. I've had a few of Yeasty Boys beers. Never been overly impressed with Yeasty Boys. But New Zealand hops are really popular at the moment. So many breweries are using New Zealand hops. Seems to be all the rage at the moment. But yeah, I'm not overly impressed yet. I'm waiting to find that Kiwi beer that blows me away, you know. But I think Yeasty Boys, they've got one of the best brewery names in the world. But I'm still waiting for a really good beer from them personally. Gold Drake, lovely day today. So be good to see Spurs win for you, Paul, mate. It would top off the day, yeah, you would. If Spurs win a cup, mate, I'll be happy for the rest of the year. Do you know what I mean? It's been so long. They're going to let 25 fans in for the Euro semi-final and final. Yeah, they're all at Wembley, mate. They're all at Wembley, the Euro finals and that this year, which would be cool. Sit down slash is underrated for us fat lads. A sit down slash. A long day of carrying our asses around all day. We like a sit down Waz. A tenner on Spurs is a risky game. If you got a tenner to throw away, then yeah, put a bet on Spurs. That will guarantee losing it for you. Long ball up to, he's good. He's won it. Well done. Well done. Go on, Harry. Who's running off of him? He's looking for Son. Reguilon supporting him. Oh, that's a foul. Come on. Ref's not giving it. Oh, my God. So annoying. Our left wing back has bust a gut to get up there with the play. He's beat Carl Walker. Carl Walker's come across him. He's thrown himself on the deck. Referee's not giving it. He's looking at the ref to see if he's injured or not. Fuck's sake, man. Get up. That's embarrassing. He beats him. He's beating him. Why is he throwing himself on the floor? It is a foul, to be fair. His arms come across him. If you email me, I'll attempt you a care package. A care package. It's a lot of money to send beer over here, mate. It is a lot of money. We had our friend Shark do it. It cost him a pretty penny. A pretty penny, mate. Pittsburgh Penguins have a lovely Hersey. Pittsburgh Penguins have a lovely Hersey. I don't even know what that means. Reach looks like extra time. Oh, that's time yet, mate. There's time yet. Euro in the summer, World Cup next year. Happy days. Yeah, that should work out that way, shouldn't it? 2 international tournaments, 2 consecutive years. Shit, you bet I know, but got a free bet out of it. Oh, free bet. If it's a free bet, it's worth, isn't it? If it's still goalless after extra time, it goes to penalties, done it? It does indeed. It does indeed. Which is double nerve-wracking. I think last time Spurs got to the final of this, we lost on penalties. We had Man United. I think it was Man United last time we played in the final of this. They beat us on penalties a few years back. Football players these days are tarts. Imagine if they tried to sweep Roy Keane or Vinny the Neck Muscle Jones. Vinny Jones. Yeah, Roy Keane was... he was a good player. I slag him off, Roy Keane, because he's a miserable twat, but he was a good player. Really was. City had definitely slowed down. They're knocking the ball around, proper casual, like just trying to get into De Bruyne to swing one in. Sissoko's done him. Sissoko's mugged him. And again, and again, and again. Harry, look left. Fucking hell. Harry Kane's half asleep here. He's put in Son. Easily defended. Come on, win it, win it. No. Oh, what a waste. We're getting the ball and we don't know what to do with it. It's really slow. City look like they're blowing, mate. They do. City look like they're out of energy at the moment. Do you get on with Simon from Real Craft Beer? He seems to have a few cans and goes on a rant. Nice fella, though. Yeah, we get on. I've never really spoken to Simon properly, to be honest. But I watch his lives quite often. He was like the first beer reviewer that I ever saw. So I've got nothing but time for Simon. But I've never met him. I've never met the guy. I've never actually had a proper conversation with him. But yeah, he seems sound. He seems sound. I'm going to meet him at the end of July. We're going down to Brew London Beer Festival at the end of July. John's having us down there with Lords, and yeah, Simon's coming as well. So yeah, I'll get to spend a few days with him, so I'll get to know him a bit. So that'll be fun. So, but yeah, got nothing but time for Simon. Seems like a lovely guy. I was saying I like the Penguins NFL jersey. Oh, right. Okay. I see. Stand him up, Serge. Oh, for Christ's sake, are you having a laugh? Why did you do that? Why can't you just stand him up? I will never know what goes through that geezer's head. Sterling, Serge Aurier, 101. Serge Aurier does everything right. He stands him up and then he sweeps his leg for no reason whatsoever. Now City got a free kick right by the corner flag. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Sterling was going nowhere there. Absolutely nowhere. Right, Phil Smith has just written goal. Do they score from this? How far ahead of you are you? Free kick, dangerous position for City. Kevin De Bruyne over it. In it goes. Goal. You were right. City have scored. 1-0 City. Is that Laporte with the header? Fuck's sake. Oh dear. Same old, mate. Same old. Serge Aurier being Serge Aurier, giving away a pointless free kick, and that's another cup final that Tottenham have thrown away. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thought it did. I followed Simon's channel for over 10 years. Blimey. My name is Keen. Kino. It is, isn't it? Yeah. That's right. You follow me on the Instagram, don't you? Oh. Bollocks. So annoying. That is so annoying. This will go down to pens. Most of the Man United team in the noughties came through the youth squad. Now most Prem teams just buy whoever's going. Need a limit on foreign players. Yeah, I'll be up for that. Roy Keane tried to take Erling Haaland's old man out. He did. Horrible bastard. 90s goal. How are you behind, Paul? Watching Sky Sports? I don't know. Don't make any sense to me. I'm literally watching Sky Sports main event live. I don't know how you're ahead of me. Makes no sense. My nickname's Keno. Love it. Oh dear. 83 minutes on the clock. City a goal up. Really, really soft goal. Really soft goal. That's a shame because City looked like they were out of ideas there, and they've done us from a set piece. Fucking fuming with that. I'm on using Sky Go on the tablet, and I'm running about the same speed as Paul. Good goal. Was it capped at Worthington? Like Carling, I think it was. I think it was the Carling Cup last time we won it. So there's so many different names. Now Spurs are bringing on Dele Alli. Is he even fit enough to run? He ain't kicked the ball in about 6 months. Come on, Spurs. See, now we're in danger of getting battered because City could just pick us off now. It's just a really crap time to concede. Demetrius. Yeah, I reckon Phil Smith is time traveller. Something dodgy going on there. Something dodgy going on there. It's the same shit. Same shit, different year. Spurs get to a cup final, they never get over the line. City can just knock it around now. They can just keep the ball, take the sting out of the game. Probably kill us off if they wanted to, which is what they're trying to do. De Bruyne's in. Massive chance. Oh, Sterling with a follow-up. They've given it away. Breaking news, Phil had a TARDIS. He does. Time traveller. He is a time traveller. Yeah, don't tell me nothing, Phil. Don't tell me. Go on, Roos. Go on, Moose. Oh, come on. Sterling's in. 1-on-1 with Dyer. Good block. Come on, Spurs. He's stretched now. The game's really stretched. Suddenly City getting the ball and they look like it can hurt us. Spurs have got to do something now. They've got to do something. Soko goes long for Son. Doesn't reach him. Kyle Walker's there. City can clear it up. Got to do something, Tottenham. Got to do something. The keeper's had one save to make the whole game. At least you even get to Champions League. Try being a team we're used to paying. Well, yeah, we're used to it and all, but it's what Tottenham do. It's the faith. They give you belief and then they balls it up. What is that from Sergio Aurier? Sergio Aurier has been absolute garbage today. Absolute garbage. He's not a good right back. I'm sick of the sight of him. Sick of the sight of him. He's cost us that. Stupid tackle that didn't need to be made. He's let the rest of the boys down there. That's how far ahead he is. Kevin De Bruyne is coming off. They're bringing on Bernardo Silva. That's not a bad substitute, is it, eh? You can take off Kevin De Bruyne and bring on Bernardo Silva. Jesus. Excuse me. A little bit of sediment at the bottom of that glass. It's the first time I've had that. It has, mate. It has, Keno. It's been 13 years since Spurs last won a trophy. And this was it. This was the trophy we last won. We've had it's the driest spell in the club's history in terms of winning trophies. Trust me to be alive for it. Now Spurs are giving the ball away. City got a throw in. 3 minutes of normal time left. Game's over, innit? Spurs just haven't offered anything attackingly. They've been organised, they've worked hard, but we've just not offered anything in attack. We've not done enough with the ball. It's just really annoying the way we've conceded, though. Such a cheap, stupid tackle right in the corner that didn't need to be made. Absolutely no excuse for that. Last time, 70s. Was it that long ago since Newcastle won something? Knew it'd been a while. I think it's all right, though. If you're a team that doesn't get to many semis or finals or things like that, it's okay. No one cares. But when you're Tottenham and you get to a lot of semis and a lot of finals and you lose them all the time, it becomes a bit of a running joke. So it gets harder to deal with every time. But I can say about this game, I went into this with no expectations. I fully expected to lose. But yeah, that's really annoying the way that we conceded. That's really annoying. Now Man City have got a corner, 2 minutes to go. Come on, Spurs, need it now. Need something. Might as well go for it. Might as well go for it. Commit everyone. Commit everyone forward. We concede a second, but we've got to go for it now. City are playing good. City are playing the best football they've played in the second half right now. They're actually picking the right passes. They're opening us up. Bernardo Silva's in. Header from Dyer. Got to get the ball, mate. All City at the moment. They're just knocking it around. Actually, look, they're trying to kill us off. Fair play to them. They're moving the ball around, whizzing it about now. All of a sudden, they're really confident. Spurs are just struggling to get the ball. Get the goalie up front when there's a corner. If we get a corner, I dare say he'll go up for it. Right, Spurs throw. That's got to be a Spurs throw. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Got to do something now. Everyone go up. Everyone go up. 30 seconds of normal time left. What's going on? Someone making another change. Pep making another change. Oh no, Spurs are making a change. Aurier's come off. Bought on Bergwijn. Bought on a winger for a dodgy fullback. He's a dickhead, is Sergio Aurier. He's such an idiot. He's a hell of an athlete, but he's just not a good footballer. He's got no brain. Giving it away again. And Spurs got invited to the European Super League. Money. Money, my friend. Would you ever do a live stream? A live stream with subscribers would be fun to get battered on a Saturday on Zoom. I've had I had Phil Smith on once or twice. He came on and had a beer with us. Yeah, it's something I'd probably do. Get subscribers on, come on and say hello, put a face to the name. Yeah, definitely. Well, the best thing is to do is to get in touch with me on Instagram. Follow Paul's Beer Reviews on Instagram. Just send me a private message, and if you want to come on, we'll sort something out. That'd be a good laugh. Get a few of you on screen at the same time. Spurs on the attack. Bale gives it away. He's done nothing since he come on, Gareth Bale. Absolutely nothing. Barely had a touch. Oh, the space that Sterling's got. Jesus. Just kill him, Toby. Break his legs. Great turn. Oh, well done, Toby. Well done. Good defending. Ryan Mason looks like a 16 dressed up in his dad's clothes trying to get some cancer. So does look well young, doesn't he? He's still only 29, isn't he, Ryan Mason? Bless him. That's how early he had to retire. Yeah, this is over. We're 90 seconds away now. 90 seconds left of injury time. City just knocking it about. They've done the job. I think from a neutral's perspective, would you say this has been a bit of a boring game? I wonder. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting Spurs to be this organised. They've actually been better than I thought they would be. We're just nothing with the ball. That's the worrying thing. We've not created anything. That's the only concern. But I tell you what, we've been better than we would have been under Jose Mourinho. If it had been under Jose Mourinho, we wouldn't have dared step out our own half. It would have been horrible. 1-0 City at the moment, Danny. Just about to blow the final whistle. 1-0 City. The game was terrible. Yeah, I imagine from a neutral's perspective, it wasn't been very good. I'm still watching it. I don't know if it's finished where you are, but at the moment, I'm still watching it. Spurs are just humping it forward, and City are just heading it straight back. We're not. We've shown nothing from an attacking intent really in this game. It's over. 20 seconds to go. Phil Foden's going to run into the corner, I would have thought. Yeah, just knocking it about. 10 seconds. Referee is offside. That's a booking, isn't it? Is that not a booking? Mug? Does anyone else occasionally put crisps in there? Occasionally, I do it all the time. And there's the final whistle. City have won again. 4 years in a row. Gutted, man. Gutted. Just the way we lost that is gutting. Serge Aurier, mate. What a twat. Get on the Carlsberg specials. I might need something a bit strong. Shit game. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think for the neutral it was very good, was it really? Not a lot happened. Bit of a shame, but there you go. City for the treble or money. Money pays, mate. Money. I think Spurs have raided their game. She should for a final. City are strong, she'll win, but if Spurs finish top four and have been in the final, is that a bad of a season? Better than Arsenal. That's the only thing we've got to play for now, really. Is just making sure we finish above them mugs. That's all we got left. 7 points ahead of them. 5 games to go. I think we got it. I think we got it. Manchester City, Manchester on the map. Not that I know anything about football still. Man City, man. I think I said this Guardiola's 19th cup final or something. And he ain't been managing that long. It's crazy. Son's crying again. You did fuck all, mate. If you'd have put in an effort, I'd understand your tears. Gareth Bale done nothing, barely touched the ball. You can piss off back to Madrid. Lazy twat. Yeah, I ain't got no time for jokes, mate. Everyone's lost a cup final at some point. Sorry, Paul, drink a beer. Fair play to Mason. Mason, take over at a difficult time. It is a tricky time. It is a tricky time. Well, there you go. That's the cup final for another year. City have won that one. Never mind. Never mind. We'll be back. We'll be back. All the way now, City won again and again and again. They got the money, haven't they? They got the money. Get pissed, Paul. Dead in the pain. I would. I've got work in the morning. Back to the grind in the morning, mate. I'm definitely going to have a couple more, though. In fact, I'm going to get another beer now. Ugh. Oh, dear. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Annoying the way we lost that game. That's really annoying. A tackle that did not need to be made. That's the most annoying thing about it. What was he doing? I can't forgive him for that one. That was stupidity at its finest. Right, I'll crack open another beer. An American Pale Ale from Dale's. Oscar Blues in Texas. See if this one's any good. Fruity. Yeah, money makes your teams great and successful. Exactly that. Exactly that. I mean, how much was Laporte? Wasn't he like a £50 million centre half? I think Spurs have only ever spent that much money once on a player. He's just one of many for them. Sky Salad, enjoy, fellas. Always painful to lose a cup final. Yeah, it's not the one, is it? It's not the one. Not the one. Commiserations. Yeah. It happens, mate. It happens. It happens a lot to this team. It happens a lot to Tottenham. We get there and then just fall at the final hurdle. That's what we do. Jesus Christ. That's just, yeah. Pep Guardiola's there giving it the 4 fingers. They've won it 4 years in a row, this cup now. That's dominance. I think that's been done before, is it? 4 League Cups in a row. Mental. Mental. Gerben is back. Says, I'm back. Get hammered, mate. At least you got some good beer to drink. Yeah, got plenty of beer. It's one thing I've got to do. I've got to do some beer reviews. I haven't actually done any beer reviews for about a week. Well behind with that. Lee Johnson is in. Unlucky, mate. Yeah. Win some, you lose some. Or in our case, we just lose them. But there you go. They're doing the trophy on the pitch. That's quite a good idea. I suppose they ain't got to trumble up through the crowd, have they? That makes sense. Oscar Blues, decent brewery, yeah. I'd only had something from these. I had their first beers from them last night. I had their Pilsner, Mama's Little Yellow Pilsner, I think it was called. What else did I have? I had their coconut, Death by Coconut and chocolate stout. That was amazing. And this is quite nice. This is a nice pale ale. Quite fruity. It reminds me a little bit of Sierra Nevada, but there's a bit more of a fruity twist to it. Not bad at all. Boats from Manchester don't even like Man City. No, well, they should be, shouldn't they? Need to sign our dealers and Villa. God blimey. If Villa had been in the side, it was against Manchester City that Ricky Villa scored that legendary goal, wasn't it? Back in '81. Have you been to America? I've never been. I should have been. Like 3 times I'd planned to go, and 3 times something went horribly wrong, and I couldn't go. I was supposed to go to Vegas. I was flying out on the Monday morning, and then the Thursday that Icelandic volcano erupted. Do you remember that? And they closed off British aerospace. No one could fly. It had never happened before, and it's never happened since. So I was supposed to go there. Didn't work. I was supposed to go to Boston. My brother was living out there at the time. And then the job that he was on, basically they sent him back home to take over their English store. So that never happened either. So I am going to America. And then obviously last year I was supposed to go with Abby for the honeymoon. But obviously the dreaded Rona happened. So we couldn't go anywhere. But I cannot wait to get to the States. That is top of my list. Get to America, and I want to go all over it. I cannot wait. That is like my lifetime's ambition, is to get to the States and travel it. I cannot wait. Paul, I've got a good beer you ain't reviewed. Bacchus Clique. Bacchus, which one? Which flavour is the one that you like? Paul dropped half of my Northern Monk. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That's a heartbreaker. Chances are there's more Man City shirts weren't worn in Dubai. Yeah, probably. Spot on there, Rich. Rich Mills got our Brew London tickets for Saturday. Top man. Happy days. We'll have to meet for a brew, my friend. We will have to meet for a brew. Sounds fantastic, mate. We're there all weekend. So, yeah, when you're there, let us know. You'll probably see us running around. Out of me nut. Phil says, got to get on. Have a good evening all. Cheers, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you soon. Take it easy, fella. Anna says, I want to do Route 66 on a skateboard. Blimey. You'll be going for a while, won't you? Jesus. The cherry one, mate. Yeah. I've had I think I've had the raspberry one. I think I've had the cherry one. Did they do a strawberry one as well? Bacchus one. I'm sure I had a strawberry Bacchus. That's a good beer. I hate to see that. Our players hugging the other players after a game. Punch them or something. Don't hug them. Jesus. I love the Aussies' dream. Yeah. Love it. And the boys from Tottenham. Hopefully better days ahead for the Spurs. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. 4th time lucky. I've been 3 times. Florida twice. Kansas and New York. Nice. Nice. I'm only a little bit jealous. Only a little bit. Gold Drake says, Scout sounding good up with that, mate. Skateboarding down Route 66, mate. That's a hell of an ambition. Spurs are taking their runners-up medals out of a fucking bucket. Jesus Christ. Would you even bother? I wouldn't even bother. They're not giving them, obviously, because they don't want to touch each other and that. So they just put a box there. And they're having to walk up and pick up their own pissing losers medal. Kick us when we're down, why don't you? Oh, sorry, Gerben. More beer names. De Pauper, Groot Pierre Beer, Twents Bock Paulana. I've had Paulana. I've had a couple of Paulana beers. Twents Bock, Groot Pierre Beer, De Pauper. Where did you say you were from, Gerben? They all sound very, I want to say Dutch. I can't remember where you said you were from, buddy. Sorry, I've forgotten. Kayla says, what are you drinking, Paul? You need a beer after that. I'm drinking Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues Brewery at the moment. It's a 6.5% ABV Pale Ale. I love the Americans. They don't mess about with their ABVs, do they? Even City, they're having to pick up their winners' medal from a tray. It looks like a five-a-side football tournament. You've got to walk up and grab your own medals and that, and they put a bottle of Ribena next to it. Is anyone else seeing this? It's proper. Ugh, it's funny to see. That is funny. Goldrake, I may need to stop a few times, mate. You'll be knackered, Alan. All that pushing. Paul booked in for the afternoon, Brew Lunday, Saturday. You about? I'm there all weekend, mate. I'm there all weekend, fella. We're down there from Thursday. We got the Thursday afternoon session, the Friday afternoon session, and then on Saturday there's an afternoon and evening session. So I will be there 100%, mate. 100%. I ain't got a choice. I am in. I'm there all weekend. I'm getting sloshed. I'm booking a hotel nearby, somewhere I can crawl back to. Yeah, it's going to be a wicked weekend. It's going to be a brilliant weekend. So we will meet you, my friend. Yes, if you don't follow me already, follow me on Instagram and just send me a message and let me know where we can meet you and get in touch on that, and we'll sort it out. Yeah, City have lifted the trophy. Well done, City. Congratulations to City. They were the better side, really. I was just fuming at the way we lost it. It was really bad. Mr. Kipling, Bakewell Tart Stout. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? I like that idea, Richie boy. Scout Sanders laughing at Scout Allen's skateboarding idea. Simo, here he is, City fan. Unlucky Paul, game was poor. He'll be back and have another chance. Refereeing was appalling. His first cut. Was it his first? See, I wasn't even listening to the commentary. I've had the whole thing on mute, so obviously, obvious reasons. He bottled it. I think he let a lot go, didn't he? If anything, the referee. Some things he didn't, some things he did. I think you were the better side. It's just the way we lost it. Just done my head in. Aurier giving away that stupid foul in the corner that he didn't need to make. Done my head in. Definitely, yeah, definitely, Rich. Definitely, mate. You say we've been talking about it for weeks. We're going to be at Brew London. If you guys are coming down, we've got to meet up for a beer, because, like I say, it's you guys that have, put my channel in a position where I can get tickets for these things. And so, if it weren't for you lot, it wouldn't happen. So, if you guys are going to be there, it'd be brilliant. We can all have a beer together. That'd be fantastic. That sounds nice, mate. Is it a thing? I don't think so. Is it the Cherry Bakewell Stout? Yes, the most beer is Dutch. The other one was German from Munich. Do like a German beer. Love a German beer. New York is overrated, to be honest. It's like London with bigger. Yeah, that's what I've heard, actually. My mate's been to New York. He says it's just London. It's just a city. Concrete jungle. Joe, will Spurs ever win a trophy? Who knows? Who knows? That is the question. We come close a lot, and then we seem to fall at the last hurdle. But this is the longest we've ever gone. This is the longest we've ever gone without a trophy, and it's bloody painful. It wouldn't be so bad if we never got close. That's the annoying thing. If we never got past the third or fourth round of these tournaments, it'd be all right. But when you get to the semis and the finals, like every year, and then every year they let you down, it's just like, bloody hell, Spurs played good. They played all right. I'm not angry with the Spurs performance. It was Serge Aurier being Serge Aurier at the end there that's annoyed me. The City shouldn't have been given the opportunity to put that ball in. It's a stupid tackle from Aurier. But all in general, I think Spurs played well. They were organised. They worked hard. I felt they were growing into the game. if anything, I think Spurs were just as likely to score that goal as City were. But you give away stupid free kicks in stupid areas against a team like City, they'll hurt you. That's how it goes. Oliver's popping to the pub for a quick pint. Sounds perfect. All the best, Paul. Really great presenting and multitasking. Appreciate it, Oliver. Thanks for getting involved today, mate. Really appreciate that. Rich, and I just thought with it. Sounds nice, though. Yeah. Jaffa Cake Stout. Scott reviewed one of them a little while ago, didn't he? Peanut butter and Jaffa Cake Stout, I think it was. Here's a question. Is Jaffa Cake or is it a biscuit? I don't really have an opinion. I love Jaffa Cakes. They have like a cake texture, aren't they? But they look like biscuits. I don't know. It's a cakey biscuit. It's a biscake. I just made up a word. A biscake. Something like that. Why's the light changed in this room so much? The sun's moving. I look like a ghost. Cocoon or something. Thank Jesus Ronaldo weren't on the ball. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that's got involved this afternoon and watched the football together. I quite enjoyed it. I thought I'd do something different. I might do it again. If there's any big games coming up, we've got the FA Cup final, we got the Champions League final, all that coming up. I might do another football watch along and have a few beers. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Despite the result, I've actually enjoyed it. So there you go. A cake skit. Yeah, it's a cake skit. It's just invented a new thing. So yeah, thanks again for everyone who's got involved this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Have a good week. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next Saturday at the Low Live. So yeah, have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Thanks.